Another video on information technology. I hope you guys are having a good day. Happy Saturday. And I'm just waiting for everyone to join. Let's go live. Obviously, if you're new to my channel, I do IT videos, I do the desktop support videos, so about how to get into IT. I do a bunch of different types of videos. So as always, give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. We are live now, and let's see who joins, let's see who doesn't join. So let's see what happens. All right. Also, if you're new to my channel, the link below in the description, join my Discord. If you don't know anything about me, go to my Discord. We do have a Discord channel, by the way. And in the Discord channel, we go over like IT stuff. We talk about news and stuff like that. So talk about a little bit about everything. So just come join our Discord if you want. That's up to you. You know, it's not you know, it's not like I'm forcing you to join. But if you want to come by Discord, I'm on Discord, by the way, all the time. I'm on Discord. So come by Discord. Definitely is you know, useful for everyone, if that makes sense. So definitely join my Discord. Really appreciate it. And I appreciate the support as well from people on IT, just everyone in general. I appreciate the support from everyone. So I really appreciate that. So today is gonna be more like a test thing. So obviously, if you don't wanna take exams or any of that, then I suggest you to walk away because we're taking a test today. A few different things for everyone. Just the news, like and you're not aware of the news. I don't know if anyone watches the IT news, but Twitter got hacked this week. So Twitter got hacked. Google's doing something for jobs. Check that out. The third thing is Cloudflare, which controls Discord and all these other websites, that crashed yesterday for a bit of time. That crashed for everyone, and Cloudflare is everywhere in different websites. So that's crazy. I'm just letting you know. I was not expecting that to happen. So Twitter got hacked. Something in Google with jobs. Check that out. And Cloudflare crash. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff right there, you know? So if you want to join me, I'm going to give you the link right now. So we're doing CompTIA exam today. So obviously this is going to be CompTIA A exam. So I'll give you the link right now. Just give me a second. 44. Password is 436. Hey guys, how you doing? What's up, guys? Hey, Vikas, Antoine, Todd, Deborah, Joel, Equa, Steven, Haifa, everyone. Hey, how you doing, guys? All right, I think Steven's joining me. I'm gonna get some water, by the way. So, oh, you got the shirt going. Oh, look at him.
60s, man, like, you know, psychedelic today.
Hi, kids.
Hey. Afa. Hello there, stranger. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
How are you, Kevin?
Hey, good. Very good.
Brighten up the joint a little bit with this shirt, you know.
Yeah, I'm like, what the?
Hey.
A little colorful. We got red. We got white. She always wears white, and we got like colored up a little bit.
So, Haifa, what do you want to mention? I forgot because I didn't mention Discord. What did you?
Got a June job?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to mention. I'm sorry. Can you give me 1 second? I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
One.
Okay. Are you back?
It's done. I love it when people say that. 1 second. Just say, like, you know, give me like a minute. Give me a minute.
How's your day, Steven? How was your week?
My week is there. It was there. I started Monday. Monday, the site is mine. I walk in and I am the person. Dave's last day was yesterday. He's now retired, officially retired. So I got the keys to the fallen down joint, and I got, you know, some things are coming together. I got my admin account yesterday, but I can't do anything in Active Directory yet. They haven't given me any accesses. But I can log in with an admin account. I tried to log into Active Directory. I can just look, but I can't change anything. So they need to add me to some more groups to give me more access so I can change stuff. Things are coming along in drips and drabs. I don't have access to ServiceNow yet on the admin side. So I need that come Monday. I'm hoping that someone out there is working on that this weekend in India somewhere. But I don't know. So I'm on standby, and I got to meet all the managers on Friday when Dave walked upstairs. They call it the big table. All the managers were clapping because the guy was there 39 years. At least they gave him some kind of send off. They gave him like a cupcake. So like for 39 years, you get like a
wow, that's crazy.
And then Dave like introduced me to everybody. So I was like, "How you doing? I'm Steve. I'm from HCL, and I guess I'm the new guy." So I said, "Take it easy on me for a while. I'm going to learn your systems here, and hopefully I can make you guys a better company, at least at this branch. We could get this place up and running smoothly." Because right now I see a lot of cracks, and I want to try to come in and try to see if I can change some things. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can or not, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And hopefully you guys are willing to work along with me. Putting in tickets. I said that first blank. I was like, all you managers, you need to tell your employers or whatever your guys that you need to put in tickets. I don't want to come up here and see stuff moved willy-nilly. I will say something. I will say something to my bosses, and it hopefully will flow down to the corporate, and then come down to you guys. I don't want anything moved. Mouses, I don't care. Don't even move a darn mouse. Don't even move a thing keyboard. I want a ticket. I want everything. I want to know what everything is in that place. I want to know where everything is. I want to know what everything does, because now I'm in charge of it. And if stuff goes bad, I get in trouble. So, and I said, I don't know what happened before, and I don't care about the past. I care about going with the future. And I said, things are going to change. So, because we are a new company taking over this. So we all have to work together to make this happen. So we'll see. I mean, I'm sure I may have burned some bridges there, but I don't care. It's just the way it is. I'm trying to teach them the right way. The users were running the IT department. That's going to stop. IT is going to run the users. That is the way it works. So in the real world, like you, I'm sure, and the same thing with you, Kev, and everybody else who works in IT, the users do not run the darn, the Bingham Palace. The IT department has to help out. I'm like, why move a desk by yourself? Put a ticket in. I will do that. That is why I'm here. If not, I'm sitting in my office, kind of like.
Maybe they didn't know that IT people did those things.
No, they know.
Sorry, Stephen.
They know. They're just stupid.
Because remember,
they're all dumb. They are. So
remember the guy before you said, "Oh, this is not an IT thing," and you were like, "Yes, it is."
Well, yeah, because I think after 39 plus years, whatever, or I mean, maybe because he was in charge of it, he's thinking the last 10 years, and you can see that it's
declined.
Went this way. So I'm like, hey guys, just put a ticket in, and I'll be up in 2 seconds. I will run those damn steps. I will get up there. I will be at your beckoning call. I will whatever. I'll be up your butt as much as you want. I will do anything. I don't care. That's my job. Call me. Let me know. Let's get a ticket in, and I will be there to fix it. So hopefully, we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, I'm going to play hard nosed for a while until I get stomped down and said, you can't do all that. This is the way it is, and I'll throw my hands and say, I don't care. I'm just going to come in. You guys can pay me. I'll sit here and do nothing all day. Whatever you guys want to do. But I'm going to try to make it the right way, because I want to teach these guys, something about IT. I think they're living in the past. It's like, there's a lot of stuff I can teach you guys. I mean, if you guys want me to do a class, I will come up, we'll go around the big table, we'll learn how to put a ticket in. Because a lot of them are like, how do you put a ticket in? On their desktop, there's a thing that goes IT support. You click on that button, and there it is. They're like, oh, is that what that thing does? I was like, oh man. I mean, it's been on, and Dave said, oh, it's been there for like five or 6 years now, but they just don't know how to click on it. So yeah, you got to throw around anyone, because it's only me. So I got to throw around the darn, the actual gauntlet early and see what happens. If I get fired, I don't care.
I highly doubt it. I think they would eventually, maybe they won't appreciate it in the beginning because they're not going to be used to it. But then they're going to appreciate the fact that it's organized now and things are getting done properly. And
I mean, case in point, we had a guy that was out in the plant. He got a job. The one woman retired. Well, the one when we retired, her phone was still on the desk. Dave didn't even take it off the desk and deactivate it. On Friday, we actually walked up there. We're like, oh, there's a phone there. Oh, it's actually from the woman that actually left. I'm like, so we take it off the desk? He's like, well, I don't really take stuff off the desk. I kind of like keep it there. Like, why? She's gone. Like, why don't you put a ticket in and get it deactivated, put it in your stock, and wait till somebody else sits there. And then somebody else did like sit there, but he had her old phone, and his phone was out in like the plant. So this guy was like, oh, I'm gonna pull the phone and put it in spot later on. I'm like, no, you're not. Have your manager put a ticket in and request to have that phone moved, and me and Dave will go move it for you. And he's like, oh, well, he gave me some snide like look, and I'm like, listen, that's the way it works. Now we know that phone has been moved by IT and plugged back in, get back on the network, and everything is because I actually plugged it in. I daisy chained her up to the actual docking station. I clicked on internet. I'm like, we have internet. We're good. And he's like, oh, okay, thanks. And I'm like, you're an idiot. And I freaking walked away from him. I'm like, and Dave's like, this guy, you got to watch out for him because he does everything without any kind of, he just does it all willy-nilly. And I'm like, he is a freaking troublemaker. I'm like, oh, good. I'm going to have fun with this freaking guy. I have to keep an eye,
I think you'll be okay.
So, but apparently out in the plant, they move time clocks from position all the way down to the other end of the plant without even telling Dave. We walked around on Friday. He's like, why is that moved?
Poor Dave.
And then we see cables dripped across, coming down, and they ran it from the IDF, just hanging down. They plugged it in, and he's like, I guess they must have moved this without me telling me. And I'm like, can they do that? He goes, no, but they do it all the time. They move offices around it without even telling Dave. They just run wire.
They can do that stuff with Dave, but that's not going to work with Steven.
I don't think so. I would hope. I mean, but he says the plant is worse because those guys just do anything they want.
Yeah, and I'm sure they think they can do it faster. And
see, I wanted to mention my week. My week was crazy too, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How crazy was it? I mean, you just Discord.
On Tuesday, our server crashed.
Oh yeah. Cool. The actual domain controller, or just a file server, or what?
No, Citrix, everything. VPN, everything.
Cool.
Because there was 1,500 people on a video on Zoom, and it couldn't handle it, so it crashed, and then VPN crashed, and everything crashed.
So what was the solution?
The CEO was having a meeting, and the whole thing crashed. Cool. While he was in a meeting.
All right, that's cool stuff.
And these are hedge fund people, so time lost is money lost.
Yeah, you know it. That's true.
Thank you, Diggs.
Wow.
Oh yeah, congratulations, Kevin. You're above 6K now. Yay.
Yeah. What Haifa, what do you wanted to mention about Spiceworks or something?
So for everyone in the chat, we're doing this thing where we're practicing ticketing systems and level 1 or tier 1 tickets on Spiceworks. If you want to join, you have to join both Discords, Kevtech's and Danish's. I'll provide the links, and just private message me on Discord with your first name and your email, so I can add you to the Spiceworks community that we have going on, like the ticketing thing. If that doesn't make sense, feel free to ask questions in the chat and I'll answer you. But does that make sense to everybody else? Like Steven, since you haven't heard of it before, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense for me. It's more like a training. On Discord, we have voice channels too for everyone that doesn't know. We have voice channels. So like if you want to study with a bunch of people on Discord, you can join the voice channel and study with a bunch of people. I have a voice channel for that, and that's dedicated for people that are new in IT and they want to study like CCNA or CompTIA A+ or Network Plus or tickets and stuff like that. You could join Discord, and we do things like that. So
can I talk about that quickly too? Sorry, Kevin.
Yep, go right ahead.
So I was thinking about, I don't know how many people are interested in this, but I was thinking about doing something like you know how book clubs are, like they give you, for us, we would do like, every week we would pick a topic, like we would start with AD, right? Let's say like, of course, AD is like huge. So you do like AD, like, I don't know, let's say group policies, and we focus our AD group policies and, I don't know, resetting passwords, like a few things for 1 week. People would study it, and then we can join on like Sunday on the group study channel that Kevin has, the voice one. And then like we can talk about it and talk about what we learned and like exchange information and things like that. I feel like that would be really cool. I don't know who would be down for that.
Yeah, we have a voice channel, and then the voice channel allows you to do video and share your screen with everyone on Discord. So we have the ability to do that. So if you want to do self-studying and stuff like that, or work with other people, we could do that. We go over different topics and everything out of YouTube, obviously not on YouTube, you know, inside Discord, we would go ahead and talk. And obviously it's not recorded or anything. So because people feel very uncomfortable when we talk about these things on YouTube. So if you're not comfortable with it, just join Discord and then we'll go over it and we'll talk about it in the voice channel. Does that make sense?
If people are down, I'm willing to like be the organizer if the pros are willing to be there and educate us on top of our education.
Well, you are a pro now there, Haifa. Come on.
No, sir, not yet. I haven't gotten a job yet.
You're getting there. My God, you're freaking studying your butt off like forever.
I know. Oh my God, yeah. I got bored of the CompTIA stuff. So I bought an ethical hacking course on Udemy. And I was like, I can do that on my free time.
Oh yeah, free time. Wow. Something else then.
Yeah, so the solution for our server was we needed to build another server, and we had to update the replication that goes from server A to server B, and we added more memory, and also we changed we updated the Cisco routers. So basically the VPN now runs 3 times faster now, and they also updated all the systems. So
these are virtual machines, or are they actual physical?
No, actual physical machines. They updated everything. So they did it overnight, like at 4 or 5 in the morning.
What kind of a server? What kind of server brand did you buy?
I don't know anything about that. I don't touch any of that. So we have a sysadmin that touched all that. He updated all the systems. They do use VMware and VMware Sphere and stuff like that.
Right.
And they do use Citrix. So they updated all the servers and everything. So now it's running a lot better now. And I was testing our new VPN, which the people are not connected to it yet, because we have a new VPN, and it runs, the download and upload speed runs so much faster now compared to before, where I would literally click a share drive folder and it would take 5 years to open.
Oh, right.
So it's a lot faster now. So, you know, definitely worth the upgrade. So hi, hey, Haifa, you want to say something? Haifa? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Haifa. Hey.
Hey.
I know it's spelled Haifa, like actually, but I tried to spell it phonetically for everyone. Hey. So, yeah, I forgot to mention that the Spiceworks thing, like I just started it yesterday. So what's it called? Give me like a little while to get some content ready and some tickets ready. Danish is doing that with me. Kevtech, Stephen, you're both welcome to join. I'll put you on as administrators if you feel like you have like that kind of energy to look through people's tickets and what they closed. So it's basically, so what it's going to be is it's going to be software related issues. Let's say a ticket would be user can't open Outlook or Outlook, or sorry, yeah, no, user can't open Outlook. So what we want from the users is, or sorry, what we want from the text is to put in each step that they would, sorry, I can hear myself. Basically, so what it's going to be is going to be, Eduardo, I think I can hear myself from you. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, what we want to teach people is how to use the ticketing system, and for them to be able to look at like real world, like level 1 tickets and solve them. So yeah, I just started this thing yesterday. So you guys have to give me a little bit of time to figure out like tickets and content and stuff like that, because I don't want to put too much pressure on the pros. I just want you guys to come in and like fact check everyone's like problem solving. Yeah. So, and so how it works is you guys send me your email. I will put you into the system and you're going to get an email from Spiceworks to register. And then that way you'll become part of the ticketing system, and then we'll move from there. And I'll update you guys and let you know when the tickets are live and how we're going to do it, because we have a lot of people. So I need to figure out if I'm going to do it like in groups of people or how we're going to do it. And yeah, that's all about Spiceworks.
Discord like just blew up, you know?
Yeah.
With people, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Discord like, I don't know what Eddie's doing and I don't know what he's doing, but Discord is Discord we have
his bed.
Yeah.
His dirty laundry on the floor.
For
this way you don't see the mess.
Oh, Eddie, oh my God. How you doing, Eddie?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? Hi.
Hey, Eddie, how are you?
You feel better? You were sick a couple days ago or weeks ago.
Well, I've been not feeling good for 2 weeks, but my test came back negative, so I'm just I don't know. I have some
maybe
sort of
allergies?
Probably allergies.
No, it could be. I don't really suffer from allergies. Somebody said what fatigue, allergies. You can get fatigue from allergies, but I've taken allergy medication that does nothing.
That happened to me, Eddie. So like literally like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I woke up in the morning and I felt very fatigued and tired. And then the second thing I felt was I couldn't taste anything. I'm like, oh crap.
Oh crap.
I'm like, uh-oh.
And
so
your dad.
And I thought
you have to keep your dad safe, right?
Yeah, I thought I had it, and then I'm like, because I don't want to say it here because then I get demonetized. If I say that, or the video will get taken down. But I thought I had it, and then after a week it went away, and I was back to normal. It was just allergies. I just had allergies.
Okay, well, I have about 2 weeks of this. Going on 2 weeks. I don't know what it is. People are saying maybe you have allergies and you don't know you have allergies.
Could be that, yeah. That makes sense.
I have allergy medication. I've tried taking allergy medicine in the past, and it's done nothing. So it's a weird thing. I wake up in the morning, I feel kind of sluggish, tired, and then I'll feel better after I eat. Yeah. And then maybe 4 hours later, I start to feel a little run down again. It's a weird thing. I had cancer 10 years ago. I did chemo. So I try to take a lot of supplements to get my immunity up, but I don't know what it is actually.
So Eddie, I think if it was the thing that we're not supposed to mention, I think it wouldn't like go away and come back. I thought I had it and I actually got tested. It's not gonna go away like throughout the day and come back. So I realized that I have allergies, and even though they had prescribed for me allergy medication, it wasn't working for me. So they had to prescribe something stronger. So I literally wake up in the morning with my throat like swollen and hurting and like itchy and like so fatigued, and I'm like, oh no, I got it. and then a few hours later I'm fine, and then later I'm sick again. So maybe you need prescribed allergy medications or that kind of testing. I don't know. Or I don't know, if you're in the States, you can try Claritin D, which is over the counter, you have to ask the pharmacist for it.
Yes, some of that medicine doesn't work on me. Like I have allergies and it doesn't do anything to me. Just doesn't do anything. It goes away eventually by itself, but the only way I could combat allergies is if I exercise and work out. Yeah. I don't know why, but that fixes my problem. So. But
Eddie, allergies can make you really fatigued too.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I had started running, and I stopped when I got this, and now I'm like, you know what? If this is going to continue for a few more weeks, I might as well work out anyway. So
I don't believe in working out. I believe in eating. Hi Raj, how are you?
Hey, what's up everyone? How are you guys doing?
Hey Raj, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I took a test for a municipal IT position, level 1. 200 freaking people showed up. I was so disappointed because I had shown up to, can you hear me with the air conditioner running?
Yes.
Yeah, very clearly.
Because I can't hear myself. Let me
That's
turn
probably good.
I don't
I
know.
don't know where you are, but today the temperature is 101 outside.
And,
Yes.
he's in California, so you know it's always
Oh,
out there. You know,
so it's 101.
there's
How is
no,
it there, Stephen?
was
And
that
Kev, how is the weather where you guys are at?
hot? It's like I don't know what it is on my phone right now. Or Alexa, what's the temperature outside? I'm leaving. 88 degrees.
Oh, now we know we can control your Alexa from Zoom. Hey.
Alexa, what's the weather for today?
Right now in Middle Village, it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit with
90
partly
degrees
sunny
there.
skies. Today's forecast has mostly sunny
Alexa,
weather with a
stop. There we go.
She likes to ramble. Yeah.
And
Yeah, mine answered Stevens. It's 75 right now. It'll be 90 something later. But I took an exam for one of the local cities. I don't want to say which one. And man, I was disappointed when a couple of months ago when I took the test for the school district. There were 7 people in the room with me. I mean, they have different days, but to have only 7 people, I thought the odds were pretty good. Also, I was a former employee, so I thought, you know, but make a long story short, they basically, on their test, it was 3 parts to make it to the technical interview. And one of the parts was how to use Windows, like little Windows shortcuts, like things that I don't use. Like I never knew that if you click on the bottom, you could bring up Task Manager and all of that shit. I you know, I don't know the tricks and the shortcuts. So that was you had to get an 80 and up on 3 parts. So the first part was like general web browser term. It's very easy, like it was very A+-ish. But where they got me was I had gotten a 93, like a 96, and then I got a 68 on the Windows tricks. And they wanted you, and they would ask in one click, how do you find Task Manager? You know, in 2 clicks, how do you create, if you went over 1 click, the answer was marked wrong and you had to move on to the next one. So, so the other test I took, I had no idea what was going to be on it. I assumed that everything would be on it because it was like level 1. So I didn't really know what to study. So I kind of did a little bit of everything. It was 40 questions in 45 minutes. Some of them, I sent Kevin some of the questions. I remembered about 6 of them.
point numbers, Steven.
Huh?
Point numbers. Some of them were point numbers.
Somewhat, yeah, I was thinking of you, Stephen. Some of them, Stephen, they asked, I mean, I should have known it.
Number sheets right there.
I should have known it because I reviewed it in the car, but I remember saying, no one's going to ask what the port number is for that file.
Don't you believe that?
If you take CompTIA A plus, it has all port numbers. If you take Network
I
Plus,
passed it already.
it has all port numbers. It's all port numbers. You need to know that in the exam.
Freaking bite you in the butt. You never use them in your career, but they bite you in the damn butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are ready?
Hold on one thing before we go into that. Roger, you know Roger, the guy that comes on here sometime. Roger, my young friend. That comes on. He had an interview this week, and I don't know if he's on
the job.
If he's on the YouTube. No, they kind of
okay.
The one for this week was with Amazon, and
nice.
no, I'm sorry, it was for Aldi's. If you ever heard of Aldi, I don't know if Aldi's at all.
Yes, of course. He
went down and he went in this room, and it was about 25 people in there. It was a group interview.
Wow.
And it was very, very strange. He's like, he got in, you got all shapes and sizes, all different people going in, people that have a lot of years, no years. You know, they all sat down on this one big table, I guess. They all, show us a distance away. And they asked one question to everybody. What was your favorite movie? They went around the room. You said it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And they wiped everything down. They waited for the next group to come in. Well, that was the only question they asked him. And now he has to wait to see if he gets called back after you said your actual favorite movie was. I guess maybe you had to explain why it was your favorite movie, but they asked, what was your favorite movie? That's the only question they asked him. Your name.
Maybe they wanted to see if people could put 2 words together,
I guess. he was
Phase
like,
one, can you put two words
he's
together?
like,
Phase
"That's
two,
it."
can you
And
make
now
a
the next
sentence?
round will be, I guess the next round is they bring you back in, and then you may, not individually, but I guess maybe like another thing, another group thing, they may talk to somebody else, and then you go to individual stuff.
Adventure, when you do interviews, some of the companies are weird, ask some weird questions. I don't know why they do that, but
I don't know. I feel like I would answer, oh, I don't have a favorite movie.
I mean, mine would be Top Gun. Kev, yours?
me?
Yeah.
There's so many movies I like. I would probably pick Karate Kid.
Okay.
What?
I think the main reason maybe they asked this is they want to test people's communication skills more than the technical skills. Because technical skills can be taught, but like communication skills as is cannot be taught. That's why they want to test whether can you work with people or not. That's why.
Speaking of which, Raj just said, sorry, Eddie, what's your favorite movie before
I have many. Apocalypse Now, Godfather 1, like, you know.
Godfather
2.
But
Hey,
speaking
yours?
of, honestly, I don't have one.
Okay.
I don't
You wanna
watch
get
movies
techie,
like
so
that.
You
I
would
don't
have to
know.
pick something if you were asked.
I don't know, the Minion movie.
The Minion movie? Oh boy.
No, but I wanted to tell people in the chat that were that are trying to apply for level 1. I just did an interview with an IT director, and
How'd that go?
it went really well. But the technical part didn't go well, but the personality part went fantastic. I was so relaxed. I don't know if this is very common on interviews, but when we started the interview, he didn't just start and be like, hey, my name is this, what's this? He actually started by explaining like what the job was, what the role is, and then asked me if I was still interested. So it gave me time to like listen to his voice, hear how he spoke, and calm down. So I was not so nervous. And then he was asking me questions about that I already posted on Discord. So if anyone wants to see those, you can, they're there. But I didn't do too well on the technical ones, even though they were easy, but I froze up. I did really well on the personality ones. And by the end of the call, in the beginning of the call, he said, oh, I have 20 candidates that I'm interviewing now. And then the final is going to be like 5 for a video interview. And then by the end of the call, he was like, I'm very comfortable telling you that you're going to be part of the final 5. Yeah. And like, even though I didn't do great on the technical, I think he was looking way more for personality. Like Raj said, like you can always train for technical things.
Congrats.
Let's not say congrats yet because I didn't get it, but hopefully.
That's why I was saying you are more of the personality kind of person. You're quite strong with that.
What kind of technical questions were they? Did you remember any?
I do, but I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
I'm so embarrassed. They were so easy. They were so easy.
Were they more networking, Windows? Were they hardware? Were they?
No, they were so easy. One of them was about AD. The difference between what is it, security groups and
distribution group?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I've done that, but I can't. I'm sure I know it, but I can't remember what that is. Okay. And then his other question was about imaging, and so I started to tell him about how to map a drive. And then I started laughing and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just realized that I'm telling you about mapping and not imaging. And he was laughing and, and he said, it's okay. And then I was like, okay, so this is what, this is what imaging is. But yeah, like I think those are the only 2, maybe he asked one more technical question, but mostly it was, oh, he asked me the questions that you guys ask, like how to deal with a client. Have I ever dealt with an angry client? Have I ever set a group policy? I don't know if you guys remember, but I was like, yeah, can I give you a group policy example, like a personal one, not a work one? And he was like, yeah, sure. I was like, well, my grandfather likes to download extensions. And so I had to set a group policy on his computer. And he was like, oh, I totally feel your pain. My father-in-law is like that too. So like, you know, I like related it kind of to like my life. And so it was funny kind of. And I think that really like, you know, got him on board.
So now you know to study some more technical questions for the second round.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna get on point with that a little more.
Yeah, and I also mentioned I was so like happy that I took the Azure webinar, whatever you call it, webinar, because apparently they use that as a hybrid with their on-premise. So I mentioned that too. And
oh wow.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Good.
Right. So I'm done here. You guys are good.
Femi.
There's Femi.
Femi?
Hello.
Hi, Femi.
Always being shy. You're muted.
Femi?
He doesn't like us today.
He's probably working or something. It's his contract, sir. Probably doing something.
He's working in what he work on Saturdays? What the heck?
All right, are you guys ready to do the questions?
How many
Yes.
people are on YouTube right now?
34.
Ooh. All right, we're growing.
Ready?
We're growing.
Ready?
Let's do it.
So before I do that, let me just show you guys the Discord channel real quick. So give me a second. All right, let me share my screen real quick. So just bear with me. All right, you should see that screen, which is totally. I'm gonna share this real quick. Yeah, so we're on Discord, by the way. For anyone that doesn't know, we're on Discord. So and it's free. You know, I'm not. You know, we're not charging anything or anyone for anything. But we have a Discord channel, and we have a section for resumes. We have a section for LinkedIn if you want to share your LinkedIn. We have a section where we put job posting. We have a section where I put my YouTube videos. If you want to put videos here, you can. We have free content as well. And then I'm part of Kevtech, which is mine. And then the second one is Job Skill Share. So if you want to join his as well. And it's a collaboration with the different communities. It's not just me. We have 3 different ones. So me, Job Skill Share, and I'm also in IT Career Questions as well. So if you want to join any of these, let me know. You can message me or let me know. I think Haifa could do me a favor and just show the links for everyone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you want me to do IT Career Questions too?
Yeah, that's fine. All of them. All 3. It's a
Okay.
community. It's a community.
Okay.
So I
But
don't
if you
care
want
who it
to
is.
join, if you want to join the Spiceworks, you have to be a part of the Kevtech and
Job Skill Share. You have to be in this one. Yeah. So it's a community thing. So obviously, you know, I'm collaborating with other people. So if you want to join, feel free to join. We do resume reviews and stuff like that, and it's absolutely free. So it's not like, you know, we're not charging anything or doing anything. So anyway, there's a questions right here. I actually went to the exam website. Let me know you guys are ready to do the exam questions. You guys are ready? Everyone's ready in Zoom?
I don't know that I'll be answering, but I'll be here.
Everyone is ready on YouTube? We're gonna start doing questions. Hopefully everyone's ready.
Yep.
All right. So, all right. Question number 1: which of the following laptop features allow users to overcome keyboard size restrictions? Touchpad, numeric keyboard, FN key, digitizer. What do you guys think?
FN key. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, Eddie. Why do you think it's FN key?
Because it's which of the following laptop features allows users to overcome keyboard size. So a lot of times the laptop has a smaller keyboard, and they don't have all the buttons that are full size. So you have to hit function key to make the key. The keys are like dual use. I stand by that answer.
So what is the function key? How do you use it, and how does it look like on a computer or on a laptop, Eddie?
Mine says F, big F, small n. And you press function, you press the FN key, function key, and then you key for instance, when I want to increase volume, lower the volume on my keyboard, I can't hit the F3 and F4 button. So I have to hit function. And then the function.
Read the question. What is it asking for? You're all over the place. Read the question. What is it asking for? When these questions come, you got to read that question and kind of like break it down in your mind.
That's what everyone in the chat answered as well, FNQ.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? I'm gonna put FN key. So FN key is if you guys don't know, FN key is a function. It's called the function key, and the function key allows you to. It works together with the numbers or the letters on your keyboard. So if you have a laptop, on the laptop, it has this thing called FN key. You press the FN key, and then on top of it, there's these numbers on top, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some of those have drawings and icons on them, and you could lower the volume, put the volume up and down. You could split the screen if you have a laptop. You could plug like a HDMI or VGA, and you could split the screen. Also, the function key allows you to do other things like turn off the Wi-Fi, turn on the Wi-Fi, depending on the laptop that you have. They all do that. So different laptops do different things. So this is it's a really interesting question to ask. But this is definitely a real life question in the CompTIA. You have to know this function key. All right. Let's see if this is right. I'm gonna hit continue. Let's see what happens.
Eddie, people are in the chat are like, good answer, like Family Feud.
All right, next question. Next question. All right, so which of the following is a type of internal hard drive used in laptop computers? Select all that apply. Flash drives, SSHDs, USB drives, magnetic disk, SSDs, S. Internal hard drive used on laptop computers.
It says select all, so more, so it's more than one.
It's one.
Yep.
SSD is one.
SSD, yeah. Magnetic disk is really old, right? Does that still count? Or am I wrong?
You tell us.
Someone wrote on chat, depends on the laptop.
I think SSHD also is a fusion with SSD and magnetic hard disk. And magnetic disk too in some older computers.
Yeah, I said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so that is right. Okay, I thought I was crazy.
Why would it not be
Yep.
USB drive or flash drives?
Because
USB
those
is
are
external.
external.
External, yeah.
Sorry, Raj.
Yep.
What's a USB drive? What is that? Or what's a flash drive? What are those two things?
Universal.
No, not the definition. I just want to know what it is. Like what it is. What do you use it for?
They're external. I don't know. What would you call them? Memory? Or sorry, external. They're not hard drives.
Yeah, hard drives. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not looking for a perfect answer. It's okay.
What do you call? Wait, what would you call it? Like, what's the? Because it's not a hard drive, but it's external.
It's
external memory.
External flash drive. No, it's not memory. External flash drive. It's an external flash drive. External USB drive. So you could put stuff in it, and then put the files in it, and then you could plug it into a laptop or a computer, and then you could drag in the files and stuff like that. But yeah, just to make it non-technical, if that makes sense. So, all right, let's go to the next one. It's not gonna tell me if it's right or wrong, by the way, because we're doing them one by one. It's not gonna tell me if it's right or wrong. By the end of the test, it should tell you. All right, question number 3. Which of the following could be used to describe the features of a solid state drive, SSD? Select 3 of them. So I gotta select 3. Low performance, relatively high device cost, lower capacity in comparison to magnetic drives, high performance, relatively low cost, low device cost, higher capacity in comparison to magnetic drives.
Higher capacity, higher performance.
Hey, Shane.
So we can eliminate low performance.
So which of the following is used to describe an SSD? Like me, I already see some stuff here.
Is it higher cost?
No, it says which of the following could use to describe SSDs?
Yeah, I know, but like the low performance is we can remove that eliminate it. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone
definitely higher performance.
Someone said 2, 3, and 4 in chat. So relatively high cost, lower capacity in comparison to magnetic drives, and high performance.
I think so. I agree.
Yeah, I think I agree.
I agree to that one.
Okay.
You're taking a test too, Steven?
Hey, I haven't taken this test for like a long time, but usually the stupid answers win. So just pick those. It's just the way it is. You can study you guys can study all you want, but it's
I'll remember
the answers just jump out at you. It's really,
Wh-
these tests are really silly after a while.
I'll be
Next
at the A
question.
plus exam. And
Next
say,
question.
"Who said the stupid one?"
Which type of internal laptop hard drive combines high performance and capacity at a relatively low device cost? SSD, flash drive, magnetic drive, USB drive, SSHD.
SSD is my guess.
Yeah, that would be my guess too, actually, SSHD. What do you guys think? That would be my guess too, actually, SSHD.
But Kevin, isn't SSD solid state disk? It's the same thing as SSD.
No. SSD is solid state drive, and SSHD is solid state hybrid drive.
Yeah,
Oh,
correct.
those hybrid things. Okay, all right.
It's a combination of a regular hard drive with an SSD combined
I don't
together.
see many of those anymore. You don't see those around. Do you? I mean,
No, not really.
very rare. Those things, so they
I
throw
think
that
no,
in there.
the SSHD, Apple used to sell it. They were the first one to sell it. After that, no more already. They used to sell it last time on their laptops. They were like, they call it the fusion drive. Apple used to call it the
Yeah,
fusion
like
drive.
if you want a relatively low cost like hard drive, and that is effective and it has a combination of SSD and a regular hard drive, you'll get that type of hard drive, if that makes sense.
Why the heck would you buy a combo like that and just buy just a regular cell? I guess maybe because it gives you more.
I can't answer that question. I don't know.
Maybe you can get more like space in that thing. You know what I mean? They can shove more in there at a lower cost.
Yeah, Stephen, it's more space with lesser. The price of is lesser than the price of a SSD.
Yeah, it's
but
a
you
lower,
have the same capacity of a magnetic.
So it's like a cheaper SSD drive. It's like a
it's a cheaper.
like a poor man's SSD drive. Gotcha.
Yeah, something that you don't want to spend. You don't want to spend too much money. If you're trying to save money, you will get that basically.
Okay.
So Anton in the chat was saying, Stephen, that it's magnetic with a large SSD cache.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, next question.
Never ran into those.
Which of the following are characteristic features of traditional magnetic drives? Ooh, magnetic drives. High capacity, low device cost, high performance, low capacity, high device cost, low performance. Interesting question.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Low performance. I mean, in comparison to SSDs, aren't magnetic drives like super old technology?
Well, it's old, but they still use it. I mean, it's still used out there. It's going away slowly, but it's still used. I mean, it's still used.
I think low performance is definitely one of them.
Yeah, I think it's also low performance.
Said
one, 2, and
6.
last. Yep, 1, 2, and 6.
Yeah.
High capacity, low device cost, and low performance.
Yeah, let's say that if that's what they're going for.
Yeah, some magnetic drives.
Magnetic against SSD.
I honestly hate questions in CompTIA A sometimes. Their questions are really annoying.
Yeah.
But it's just like the CompTIA A way of answering their questions. That's they want their answer, if that makes sense. So
Tim said 2, 4, and 6. Wait, did we pass it already? Yeah, we did.
yeah, we passed through it. It's okay. Which of the following sizes is the most common magnetic hard drive form factor? If you get this one wrong,
you guys just stop studying right now and go to be a florist, because I'm out.
Come on, Eddie. You know this one.
The very first day you open up the damn book.
You got this one, Eddie. Common hard drive disk factor for laptops.
5 1/4. For laptops?
Laptops. It says laptops. Yeah.
3 1/2.
No.
For a laptop?
Yes. Wrong.
Yes, again.
It's got to be 5 1/4.
No, it's not. Why would it be?
What?
Why would it be 5 1/4?
It's okay. I'll go be a florist with you, Eddie. People in the chat are saying 2.5. I don't want to.
Oh yeah.
I don't know this one.
Come on, Eddie. Come on. You got to know this. You should know this.
I already passed the A plus.
2.5 is for laptops. 3.5 is for desktops. Come on, guys.
It's okay, Eddie.
My bad.
We'll be florists together.
It's all right. It's all right, Eddie. I'm gonna retire and become a painter, man. That's it, man. That's it for me, man. You got that wrong. I'm gonna retire.
Shirts like this, yeah.
All right.
So following SSD.
Which of the following are SSD form factors used on laptop computers? Again, look at this. Again. Look at this. This is different. So obviously 2.5 makes sense. I seen a smaller factor of an SSD on a laptop, but I'm not 100% sure if it's 1.5 or 1.3.
Now the new SSD come in M.2 size. So not
Yeah,
really
what
sure
size
how
are
big
those?
is the M.2.
What
Yeah,
size are those though?
M.2.
Would they be 1/8 or 1.3? What size is an M.2?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what
People in
size.
the chat are saying 3 and 4.
3 and 4, 1.8.
So 1.8 and 2.5.
1.8 inches. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have to check that after this video.
Yeah, I know. I never really looked at that myself.
Yeah, because
You want me to check it now? What is it?
you have.
You got 1.8 actually.
Have you seen the SSDs that look like memory, memory sticks, like this long, like a little long,
Right.
and they're actually embedded on the motherboard? I've seen those SSDs. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
I've seen what you're talking about as well. Hi.
Hey, Femi, you're back.
Yeah. How you doing?
Good. All right, let's see. I'm gonna say 1.8 and 2.5. So.
Yeah, there's 1.8, there's 2.5 as well.
All right, Shane. I'll talk to you later, Shane. Good seeing you here, brother. You take care, all right? I'm talking to someone on YouTube.
That's right. I just Googled it. 1.8 and 2.5 is correct.
Is it?
No Googling here. Come on now.
1.8.
I was checking the pros.
Okay.
Someone's got to check you guys.
Okay.
All right, what's our following memory module?
Which of the following memory module form factors
Come on,
are used
Eddie.
in laptop computers?
This
Select
is one, Eddie.
2.
Come on, Eddie. What is it? You should know this. At least one of them, anyway.
Laptops use SODIMM. One of them, SODIMM.
So then,
What does that stand for, Eddie?
Small something. I don't know. I made it up. I'm just
Small outline dual inline memory module. All right, what's the second one?
Someone said
I assume micro.
1
I
and
don't know
4.
if that's a thing.
1 and 4.
I think so. 4.
Micro DIMM.
I like that.
Micro
I like
DIMM.
that answer.
Answers are at the end of the 25 questions. Yes, Tim.
Oh, okay.
All right. Why would it not be DIMM? What's a DIMM?
Dual inline memory
Dual
module.
inline memory module.
That's using in
Dual
desktops.
inline memory module, because Steven said so.
Desktops.
What is the function of a laptop smart card reader? Storage expansion, access control, theft prevention, data encryption. Smart card reader.
I'd say A.
Yeah, I say A too.
I think it's access control to check the whether
so
who is the
too,
person.
I think
Yeah,
it's
who is
access
this
control, but
person?
I haven't used that in a long time either.
Yeah, I haven't used smart. I had an IBM laptop I threw out recently that had a smart card reader, but I don't remember.
I think it's there to
Okay.
authenticate people, whether
What are they
who are
saying in
you.
the chat?
No one's saying anything in chat.
Well,
Access
so
control, there you go.
the YouTube is it's a little bit delayed than we are here.
Yeah,
in
it's a little delayed.
so
Access
you
control.
have to wait a little bit.
So someone said access
Oh.
control. Someone said storage expansion. Someone said access control. I think it's access control, honestly. I
Think
don't think it's
so,
storage
right?
expansion. Yeah.
Because a
Reader
smart card
storage
cannot
expansion.
hold so much memory.
Oh,
I don't think a smart card can hold so much memory.
No, it can't. I think it's
But
access control.
You're
but
right.
if it's a slight
Smart
add
card.
to the memory, wouldn't it still be counted as? Because don't you put a smart card reader into your, like back in the day when the phones used to have it, we used to put smart card readers in it to expand its memory, right?
Are you
like in
talking about?
Androids and
Are you talking about micro SD cards? It's not the same thing.
No, yeah.
Right.
That's not that's a micro SD.
That's a micro SD card. That's not the same
little
thing.
small thing. Like,
Yeah.
We call them
I messed
smart
up.
cards.
like this.
Smart card and I think it's
Yeah,
smart
yeah,
card
those.
and SIM
Right.
cards are the same.
This is micro SD.
Oh, okay, I see.
And you put pictures on there, you know, and
Mhm.
you know, whatever you want. It's just like a little flash
I think
drive.
it's
Wipes
access
just go.
control.
Whoa, I have mine too. You want to now? You want to show me?
Yeah, Eddie, don't show Eddie because they see the number probably. So don't show any of that.
Tim
All
says the keyword was reader.
Yeah. Next question. Due to the size restriction and the compact nature of laptop devices, this type of storage media has become less commonly found on new laptops. Flash drives, optical drives, solid state drives, magnetic drives.
That one's easy.
Steven's got
Magnetic.
it. Steven's got it.
What is it?
What?
Magnetic, you said, Haifa?
Magnetic
No,
drives?
yeah, that's the one I said. Yeah.
Okay. Eddie, you? Which one do you think? Is she correct?
Why wouldn't it be flash drives?
Is she correct? don't like lead them in.
I think a lot of laptops are not coming with optical drives anymore.
Ooh, okay. Haifa, do you agree with that? No? You don't agree
But I
with
could be wrong.
Yeah,
Might be wrong.
I think so.
People are
I guess so,
saying
yeah.
magnetic drives. Some people are saying optical drives.
If I have to choose between the optical and magnetic,
Mhm.
I think I might go magnetic. I'll change my answer to magnetic.
Magnetic? Okay, so you agree with it?
Yeah,
People keep saying
I'll take
optical drive.
magnetic also.
Yeah, the
Because
chat is
they say
split.
size restriction. So size restriction means what? I don't understand. What do you mean in optical drive? How can optical drive offer a size restriction?
You think it's optical drive?
I think it's magnetic.
You think it's magnetic too?
Yep, I think it's magnetic. Because
Okay.
they say size restriction.
All right, go ahead and pick magnetic if that's what they want.
They're saying optical drive in chat though.
Are they? Oh, who's gonna win here? Who's smarter? Who's gonna pick this one?
I'm gonna pick magnetic drive.
Think about it, guys. You got size restrictions. Size.
restriction.
What is big in a laptop?
Magnetic.
Huh?
Magnetic.
When you say magnetic, what are you talking about?
The magnetic drives. I don't know.
Those are 2.5 inches versus the optical are 5 and what? They're pretty.
Okay, but
the
that's-
optical's much bigger.
Oh.
What do you guys think?
Oh,
Like my
crap.
friend's Mac, he bought a Mac and it didn't bring a CD optical drive.
That's right. You're right. I think it's optical drive. That's right. Because Anton is saying also in the chat, I have a laptop with no DVD drive, but a magnetic drive. That's true. My laptop doesn't have a DVD
I
drive.
think it's optical drive, honestly. It's optical. It's not magnetic drive.
It is optical. Do you guys want to change that answer to the optical?
Yeah.
Think about the size. The size. That's the key word in there. Size. They can fit they can fit a magnetic hard drive and they can fit an SSD drive in there. You're not going to know. Your brain's not going to see that. But take a look at the overall thing.
Optical drive.
I guess I
optical
didn't-
drive cannot change.
To be honest, I
Size.
didn't really know what they meant by optical.
Ooh, why are those
Really?
questions? Ooh.
Sort of expansion card enables communication. Oh, that one's.
All right, let's go to
All
this
right,
one.
guys, go down this one.
Which type of expansion card enables communication on 802.11 networks?
So you got
Double-
wireless local area network,
Riser card. Riser card is
wireless
definitely
personal area network,
network.
that's Bluetooth, or a what is this? What is
Wide.
WW?
I
WWAN.
think, is it worldwide area network? No, it's not, right?
Something like, I think maybe now that new thing is that new thing when you go into the cities. Is that new thing when you go into the cities now? They have that expansion network, that network.
Oh,
You guys got to know this question. You guys don't know this
Worldwide.
question?
I mean, worldwide.
That's what I
Worldwide.
said, worldwide. And you guys got to know that if you guys don't know this question, I'm going to walk away right now and I'm going to shoot myself in the leg.
We're just gonna turn off
I'm going to turn on my computer. I'm going to end the Zoom meeting right now and just walk away. Like,
I think
literally.
it's WLAN, the first one.
I think it's
WLAN.
A.
Yes.
I agree with
Yeah,
Raj.
A.
Are you sure?
What is WLAN? What the hell is that? What is that?
Wireless local area
Wireless.
network.
Local area.
Okay, all right, good. Good.
Kevin, I saved your life, man. Never shoot your.
Yeah, man. You don't know that. I'm gonna shoot myself in the leg and walk away. Try to walk after being shot in the leg. All
All
right.
right,
We're
this
waiting for
one
the
here,
chat.
people should know too.
Laptops, Bluetooth module.
Wait, are we
enables
gonna slow down
communication
for the
over-
chat?
Oh,
Or yeah, because they're lagging. They're a few minutes behind us.
Yeah, I'm not tapping anything. Waiting for them. Yeah, laptops, Bluetooth module enables communication over. So what is VLAN, and what is WLAN? We just
VLAN
went
is
over
for
that.
switch. For I'm not wrong, VLAN is switch. I think this one is WPAN because Bluetooth is
Yeah,
personal area network. Then
Yeah.
wireless is local area network. I think so lah. So I think it's
Yeah.
WPAN.
I agree.
What's VLAN? What is that?
Virtual, yeah,
Ultra what?
Local area.
Local area network.
local area
Okay.
network.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Very good.
Molto bene. Good.
You guys may see the acronyms, but know what they mean. Don't just say it. You got to know what those
Yeah, I
words
gotta know
are.
what they mean. It's
In case you
super,
guys
super
know
important.
about.
The
Very
chat is set on number 4.
Yep, me too.
That'll be a 10.
I agree. I like concur.
A type of expansion card that enables communication over a cellular network is called.
I know this one.
What's a WPAN card? WAN card, WWAN card, WLAN cards.
Now, all they're doing is throwing that card at the end of it.
Yeah, there's a card to
confuse you guys.
confuse the living hell out of you.
But don't worry about that. That's just all they're doing is throwing one little word in there. But you still got to think what the technology is that they're after.
This is tricky, man. This is either should be second.
Well, that's what they do. CompTIA always does this. They throw one little word and that changes the whole darn thing.
Choose both, bro. Second and third.
Cellular network.
It's not there.
I think it should be third because the second one is more towards like your fiber optics. Wide area networks is like fiber optics and DSL and cable. So I think it's the third one.
I think it's the third one.
I don't know what the third one is. Am I allowed to Google?
Yeah, the third one seems like confusing. What is it? I know the first, second.
Thank you, IT
last.
Crew
Yeah.
Questions. Appreciate it.
I know the first, second,
Zach.
and last, but I don't know that one, so it must be that
Oh,
one.
okay. The second one or the third one stand for wireless wide area network. WWAN.
The second one is wireless area network, right?
No, the third one, the WWAN is wireless wide area network.
Wireless. So you think it's 3 or 2? I see chat. I'm looking at chat.
I think it's third, number 3.
Wireless wide area network. I think it's 3.
I haven't heard it.
I would
Yeah,
say
I agree. 3.
wireless wide area network.
Someone in the chat keeps asking for the Zoom link.
Hey, I think it's the third one.
Yeah, I locked the meeting already for today.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. Hey, IT Career Questions, welcome. All right. Due to the compact nature of laptop devices, all laptop GPUs come in the form of a CPU integrated graphics. True or false?
Well, some laptops come with a disc with a video card.
Yeah, it depends.
It says all laptop GPUs come in the form of a CPU integrated graphics.
Yeah, I agree with Eddie. I think the
So
word all
it
is
says
wrong.
all laptops, and I don't think all of them come with.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. The keyword is all. I don't think it's all.
All laptop integrated combo.
I would say false to that one, but I would think it would be false because I think they are separate. I mean, some of them do come on the CPU chip now.
People are saying false, false, false.
False.
It says all laptops. Read the
false.
question.
That's
All laptops.
That's right.
False.
False.
That's the key word there.
I'm gonna go with false. I'm gonna go with false.
I think so too.
All right. Next question. I'm waiting for it to load on YouTube. It's a little slow, you know.
Yeah, it's lagged.
A little slow. So.
I think they do that for safety or security.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, a type of laptop expansion slot characterized by a much smaller form factor when compared to its desktop counterpart is known as. So there's MITX, micro SD, mini PCIe, PCIX.
I think it's mini PCIe. Could be.
What's a micro SD? What is that?
Those little
I was
memory
gonna say
cards.
micro SD, yeah. Because don't desktops have the actual SD cards, like the full size? Wait, but let me check my laptop. No, my laptop has a full size.
Because laptop and desktop the same form factor for micro SD. The form factor doesn't change. I think the micro SD is the same form factor. So I think like what Eddie says is micro PCI.
Or mini PCI, right? It's mini, right?
I think it's mini PCIe.
Yeah, mini PCI. Sorry,
It's
mini
been a
PCI.
while for me,
I think it's mini PCIe. That's what I think it is.
That's what I think. Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with mini PCIe. Everyone's saying that too. Like I think it's mini
Mhm.
PCIe.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to update on YouTube. So just give it a second.
Just a heads up, I'm gonna leave in a few minutes, but I'm gonna switch on to like the YouTube.
Yep, no worries.
So I'll answer there.
No
Are you
worries.
going until 6 today, Kevin?
We'll see. We'll see. I have things I gotta do today at home, unfortunately. We'll see. All right. What type of power jack can be found in a laptop case? Good question. AC, PFC,
It says on
DC.
a laptop case. On, not in, but on a laptop.
AV.
Yeah.
On a laptop case.
On a laptop.
What the fuck?
Power jack.
It's a good question. Very good question. Power jack can be found on a laptop case.
Should be AC or DC.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Alternative current or direct current.
AC or DC. Yeah, I think it's AC. So someone
I think it's DC, isn't it?
AC or
it is
DC.
From the wall.
AC
It's going through
AC comes from the wall.
the
DC
wall,
goes
AC.
to
going
the
through the
laptop.
power.
Yeah.
The charger.
So I
and
think
it
it's DC. lah.
turns it into
I think
DC.
it's AC is in the wall. Yep. DC, I
AC
think
to the
is
wall. DC is the laptop. So I think
Yeah,
it's DC.
yeah.
I think it's in the laptop. I think that's what it is. DC. Because it has to convert it.
Job Skillshare says DC, Washington DC.
What? Oh,
It's funny. I think it's DC.
I think it is.
I want to go with DC.
it's funny how they said found on instead of like found in. So,
Found on a laptop case.
Well, when you look, when you turn it to, it's not. I mean, it's
Oh.
on. Yeah, I guess it's the same phrasing. I guess.
Oh, okay.
Now, this
DC.
is how they try to trick people too. Like phrase.
Yeah. Yeah, DC. AC, DC.
You would think
Interesting.
because the AC is coming from the wall and the actual laptop uses DC,
Right.
so they must convert it with the actual charger that comes, the actual power adapter. It must go through there and then change it from AC to DC. Because if you were putting 120 volts into this laptop, it would blow up. So something has to, convert it. So that power supply must convert it into DC once it hits the laptop.
Yeah.
It must be DC. It must be, unless there's something.
For me, it's DC. All right. Next question. What is the most common battery type that can be found? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this doesn't look like an IT question. It looks like a chemistry question.
Oh, yeah. What is the most common battery
What the
type that can be found in a modern portable devices? Modern portable devices. I think isn't it?
I think it's lithium ion, but
Lithium ion.
I think so.
I think
When in
so.
I
doubt,
want to say lithium ion too.
Lithium ion. Yeah, I don't think it's the other ones.
Nickel.
Well, I'm waiting to see what everyone's saying in chat.
When in doubt, pick C, man. Pick C. is the
C's
answer.
like I think it's lithium ion. I think it's that one.
I think it is lithium ion. I think it is.
Yeah, everyone's.
Because it has
everyone's
those
looking-
coin batteries in it, and those things are lithium ion. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
those, for the actual CMOS battery.
Mhm.
So I think that's what they're talking about. You would think something like that.
I'm gonna go with C. Everyone's going with C in chat, so I'm gonna go with C. I think
C
it's
gets
C.
you. C gets you.
They're trying to confuse you with the question. There's the question. They're trying to. The
There's-
question is confusing the living hell out of everyone. That's what it is.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what they do.
Yeah, they try to. That's why I hate these exam questions because they want it a specific way and they try to confuse the living hell out of you. All right, next question.
Which of the following is the name of a laptop component that functions as a pointing device?
Pointing
Eddie,
device.
this is right up your alley. It has a function key in it. Go.
Pointing device. Which of the following is the name of a laptop component that functions as a pointing device? FN key, touchpad, mouse, KVM switch. What's a KVM switch?
I know.
Anyone?
Keyboard, video,
KVM is
mouse.
used for servers. Usually, if you are in a server room, if you have multiple servers and you have one monitor and one keyboard, then you have a KVM switch. You can switch between multiple servers. Press one button, you can move towards server 1, server 2, server 3, and then
Very good.
output will come to a monitor.
Obviously, what's a mouse? Anyone?
Squeak,
I
squeak.
have them at work. They run around.
Oh yeah, Steven. I stopped making that joke, Steven.
What's a touchpad?
Touchpad.
Ooh, touchpad.
It's trackpad.
It's on a laptop.
Sure it's on a laptop? I thought it was on a desktop. You sure, Eddie? Come on. I don't know about that one.
People are saying mouse in chat. Some people are saying touchpad. Some
Wrote
people
it.
are saying mouse. Some people are saying touchpad.
Wrote
Someone
it.
said,
I
Someone
think it's
said,
mouse. It's mouse. I
I
think it's
think
mouse.
mouse too, because
Yeah,
I think it's
the touchpad is what you use to control the pointing.
Oh,
yeah.
Guys,
I agree
read
with
the question
Nicola.
now. You gotta look at the question. Kevin, am I going down the right path here? Read the question on the laptop component.
Oh, laptop component.
You
Then
gotta read
touchpad.
you gotta when you guys take these tests, because me and Kevin already took this test, or you gotta and also you gotta
Yeah.
read the question and
Yeah.
what are they asking for? Because they will trick
Yep.
you. And
Laptop
then
component.
you'll get it
touchpad.
Yeah,
wrong.
it's touchpad. It's touchpad.
it's touchpad.
Yeah,
Come
touchpad.
on,
Steven
guys.
is right. Steven is right.
Come
Yeah,
on,
mouse
read the
is
question.
Gotta
What's
read
that,
the
Steven?
question.
Which of the following is the name of the laptop
Yeah.
component that functions
the
as a
keyword
pointing
is the
device?
keyword is component, right?
Right.
Laptop component.
Yeah.
Raj,
Oh,
you're
mouse
supposed to be a
too.
pro. You're steering
9
me.
times out of 10, the words in there will give you the answer. You just got to pick out the specific word, and all that stuff is just mumbo jumbo. You got to fix out what they're looking for.
Yeah.
That is
I
the
think
secret to taking these tests. At least,
Yeah,
the-
they do
the
it
keyword-
purposely to confuse the living hell out of you. They
Hell
do it
yeah.
A
purposely.
plus timed, or do you have like a free range of time?
no, you have to pass like with the 80 percentile.
No, but I mean like timed, like as in.
Yeah. This is if you look
It is
CompTIA
timed?
A, it's timed and everything.
Yeah, it's timed kind of, but you should get it done in a matter of. I think you give you like an hour and a half, 2 hours, or do it or something.
All right, next question. Which of the following hardware components it's the most difficult to replace on a laptop computer? Oh, there's so many difficult ones.
Most difficult should be the
Optical drive, primary storage, system board, integrated GPU, secondary storage.
Damn, what the hell are they asking here? Which one of the following hardware components is the most difficult? Please.
I think it's system board.
Well, the optical drive is really easy.
System board. I think it's system board.
Storage.
I think it's system board.
Storage.
System
I think
board,
maybe is it integrated GPU? Because
I
system
was
board you can
gonna
take
say
out. the whole thing.
GPU, integrated GPU.
Yeah, integrated GPU is built into the board, so you cannot take out. Like Louis' video, you have to.
People are saying
Board.
system board in chat, and people are saying one person said GPU, everyone else says system board in chat.
Yeah.
There's a third perspective.
I say it's integrated GPU because that one is much more difficult to take out than the board itself.
It says which of the following hardware components is the most difficult to replace on a laptop computer? I think it's system board, to be honest with you, because that's the motherboard. That's the whole thing. You're taking out the whole thing basically.
I think it's system board. I don't think
Danish
the
is
integrated
saying-
GPU can be replaced.
Danish is saying integrated GPU, anything integrated.
Because I think if we read this correctly, Kev,
Yes.
the integrated GPU that's already soldered on the motherboard, so that would be the very hardest part. The secondary storage would be easy. System board you can swap out.
Yeah.
Like a person can do it. Primary storage, not to go drives. Those are all swappable. Integrated means that it's solid state on the board.
Yes.
You would have to
I agree with
unsolder
you.
it and then physically go in there, replace it. That would be the most difficult.
I agree.
I think that's what they're looking for. I think Danish is right in saying that.
That's what I was
Because
thinking
it's
too.
soldered already, so it's a bit tough to
people are
remove.
saying in chat you can't replace something that's integrated on a
Right.
laptop.
So I think that's what they're looking for, I think. Because the system board, I mean, Kev, you can call Kevtech and he can come in and swap out the system
Replace the
board,
whole
right?
board. Yeah. You can
So
just take it out.
That's easy for somebody to do. As long as they know how to do it, it's easy.
Well,
But
what's the
integrated
most difficult to replace on a laptop?
I would say integrated CPU, or GPU, the graphics processing unit. I would think that one. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with
Someone saying the question is asking hardest to replace. So if you can't replace the integrated device, why are you thinking it's that? It's supposed to be system board. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go with system board. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go with system board.
All right.
I'm gonna go with
Donish
system board.
is saying just like integrated Ethernet is hard.
I'm gonna go with system board for that one. I think it's system board. If I get it wrong, it's fine, but I think it's system board. I'm waiting for it to update on YouTube. It's a little slow. Almost there.
Okay, I'm gonna step off the Zoom and switch over to my phone on YouTube.
No worries.
Bye guys. If
take
you
care,
guys are
Alpha.
here when
Take
you're
care.
in the chat.
All right. Which of the following describes the display technology most commonly used in modern laptops? Ooh, LCD, OLED, plasma, CRT. I think it's CRT, guys. What do you think?
I think
it's LCD. It should be LCD. CRT is the older one.
Yeah, I know. I'm messing with you.
Oh,
Come on.
Really, Raj? Come on. Cathode ray tubes, man. I think that's what it like should be. Yeah.
I think it's plasma.
Plasma television sets.
I think it's plasma. I think plasma because of blood transfer.
Or liquid. What is the O stand for?
organic LED.
Organic light emitting.
Organic.
That's what
The
it is.
new kind of thing. A lot of Apple Watch have it. Yeah, it's a new kind of device. They say that
It's LCD, man.
It's gotta be
LCD.
LCD.
Yeah.
You would think.
LCD. It's not the other. If I get that wrong, I don't know what to say about that. But LCD.
Ooh. Did they just give us the answer in this thing?
This one's going to be a little difficult, actually.
Damn.
This is a tough
Right.
question. Jesus.
Works without backlight.
Which of the characteristic features of an OLED display?
I
What
see
are the characteristic features? Of the OLED display. Select 3.
That's ratio.
Works without backlight. Inferior contrast ratio and color representation in comparison to LCDs. Lower light output brightness in comparison to LCDs.
No.
Display type commonly used in modern laptop devices. Better contrast ratio and color representation in comparison to LCDs. Requires backlight to illuminate the sound. That makes sense. Okay. Lower cost in comparison to LCDs. Higher light output brightness in comparison to LCDs.
I would say
I think it's okay. OLED, I don't think need backlight. So I don't think you need a
the
backlight.
last one.
I don't think.
And I
it's-
think
It's the first
you
one.
have
The
better
last one.
contrast.
someone said 1, 5, and 8.
That's a good thing. Yeah,
So
I
this
would say
one
that. I would say
And
that.
This one. That's
Yeah.
this one.
I would say that because think about it. It does not use a black light like the LCD does. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
Yes. And better contrast and ratio, representation and color. And yes, you would think as OLED should be better overall and higher light output brightness in comparison with LCD. So we're right on the last questions on that last question there, Kevin, because it's giving us the answer to the last question on this question, which sometimes they do that. Guys, when you take
I think
these
it's this. Yeah,
tests,
I'm gonna go with this.
it'll answer the question on the next one that you answered on the last one.
Trying to confuse you.
Sometimes they do that. They give you the answer. You're like, oh.
Wait a minute. Isn't this the answer? Because I just went over this somewhere else. That does happen.
Yeah. Yep. It does.
A type of backlight technology most commonly used in modern laptop devices is called CCFL, CRT, OLED,
What type of
LED.
technology?
I think CCFL, the first one.
I think it's CRT.
I think it's here you go.
CRT.
I'm
You
just
can feed a whole CRT in a laptop, bro.
I'm just I'm just a troll right now at this point with CRT.
I think it's LED.
I think it's LED.
Wait.
I
What's
think
The
it's the
type
first
of
one.
backlight
CCFL.
technology most commonly used in modern laptop devices is called I think it's LED. I don't think it's CCFL.
That's not. That's what
They switched. That's
CCFL is
old
what?
now.
CCFL is cold cathode fluorescent lamp. I think so. That's the cold
I think it's
CCFL.
CCFL. Raj, really?
But don't
Yeah,
modern laptops, didn't they switch from the CCFL to the LED.
I think it's LED. I think it's LED. This is most commonly used in modern laptop devices. Backlight technology. For me, it's LED.
I would think it's LED.
Everyone's saying LED in chat too. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
For some reason,
LED
they're
for
hell
this
bent
one.
on LED all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm gonna go LED. It said the other one is for bulbs or something like that. Someone just said CCFLs or something else. All right. We're almost done with the questions. Almost done.
Laptops, Wi-Fi antenna.
All right, let's see. Which of the following describes the location of a laptop Wi-Fi antenna?
Wow. What in the
on
world?
the WLAN module near the top inside the display case? Inside laptop cases, typically attached via external expansion port.
Oh, okay. Now I understand this one. Okay.
If you repair laptops, this question will be quite easy for you.
Then shh. Let them
I
get.
think it's inside the display case.
Oh.
I
I think
remember
it's
opening up a laptop before and seeing the antenna near the display case.
Inside the display case.
Yeah,
Near the-
it's
near
very-
the-
the antenna
near
must be
the-
far away from the electronics as possible. Then
Eddie,
only
what do
can
you think?
receive the-
I think it's typically attached. I think it's typically attached via external expansion port. That's what I think it is.
Like bunny ears.
Yeah, no,
Eddie,
it's not definitely not.
I thought it
what do you
was.
think?
I thought it was B near the top inside the display case.
And why is that?
I kind of read it. That isn't it?
Isn't that kind of a dumb place for it?
Huh?
Isn't that kind of a dumb place for that?
Thinking about
Why
laptops.
would they put them there?
Thinking about laptops. Where have you guys seen the Wi-Fi antenna on the laptop? I have it in my hand right now. I'm holding it in my hand right now. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Have you done hardware before on laptops? Anyone? Eddie?
I think I agree with Eddie. It's because the antenna, from what I heard, it must be as far away from the general electronics as possible. Then only can receive the wireless signal.
I done laptop repair, and thing is, you take this out with a putty tool, right? And then this comes out, and the antenna is up here. Up here.
And you are correct in saying what you said.
Yep, correct.
The reason why, because when you open up the lid, it's high, so it can capture all the actual antenna. So that's why they put them on the lid of the laptops instead of not down where you're touching all the time.
I think it's near the top inside the display case. That's what I think. I'm gonna go with
around
that.
the bezel of your screen.
Yeah, I done laptop repair before, but it was like a while ago. But I still do some kind of laptop repair.
And they actually still put the wires there too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Volume to the volume. Function.
Which of the following
this one's
describes
cool.
Which of the
I
following
know this one.
describes the function of a laptop inverter? Select two answers. Converts AC power into DC power. Supplies voltage to backlights and older types of LCD panels. Converts DC power into AC power. Supplies voltages to backlights and OLED displays.
One of it is supply power to the backlight. I know very sure that one. The second one is, I think, convert AC to DC, because AC current is coming from the wall. Then your laptop need DC, so need to convert from AC to DC.
Which one did you pick? Converts DC to AC?
No, convert AC to DC,
to DC.
and supply power to the backlight, LCD backlight.
Eddie, do you agree with that? I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Yes.
So what do you guys think? Sorry, I was like typing.
So if Kevtech would hold up his laptop again, we will show you where the inverter is on this. When the actual inverters is on the screen, and it's on the bottom there. So take it from there, point your hand right there on the bottom. And what happens is that two wires come down, and it's a small piece, sort of looks like a battery, but it's really, really thin.
Like a rectangle or something.
Yeah, and then you connect here and here, and that's what gives it the actual juice, and that's what actually converts it. So it's actually called an inverter. They used on LCD monitors. If that inverter ever goes bad, what will happen is that you will have your screen up, but
No
what happens
light.
is that your screen may be okay, just the backlight will not turn on. It's sort of like a fluorescent light in your house. If the ballast goes bad, the lights don't go on. So think of it that way. All that does is turn on the backlight. But then if you take a flashlight and you point it in, if you hold it up to the screen, you can see the screen background. Your screen is okay. The inverter is bad, and it's like a $5 part. So instead of spending $200 on a screen, look online and you buy this little inverter for like $2 on Amazon, and you can fix your laptop. That is what that is. So
What do you guys think the answer is?
I think,
1 and 2?
sorry, it converts DC to AC, not AC to DC, DC to AC, because the inverter needs AC current.
So it converts AC power to DC power?
No, DC to AC.
oh, you sure about that?
Yeah, because
Are you sure you don't want
inverters,
to
from
blow it
what
up?
I remember last time in my electronic class, inverters don't take DC current. I think inverters take AC current.
And what do you think? Someone
Really?
says supply voltage to backlights in older types of LCD panels. Is that correct? The second one?
Yes.
You think so?
I remember reading that was for like older LCDs, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go with these two. Let's just see what happens. Next question.
What did people say in the chat?
1 and 2, 3 and 2, 1 and 2,
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
This question, more questions, more digitizer questions. All right. Which of the following describes a function of a digitizer? Select 3 answers. A device that translates analog data into a format suitable for computer processing. A type of output device. A component of a mobile device screen that allows users to control the device with a fingertip. An example of a media converter. A type of input device. 3.
4.
it's a type of input device.
The phone just cries.
This is 3 of them. 3. Select 3.
I didn't want to get greedy, so I just said the last one, a type of input device.
I don't know what a digitizer is, believe it or not. Well, what is that, Kev?
Digitizer?
Yeah, what is it?
Have you ever fixed iPhones?
No.
It's a digitizer.
Really?
So the iPhone screen has a digitizer, and when you take out the screen of an iPhone, I'm not gonna take it right now, but I have I've done iPhone repair.
Okay.
There's a digitizer on the iPhone itself, and basically it controls the light of the screen, if that makes sense. From my experience, I'm not, I'm
So it's like so it acts like a dimmer switch?
sort of kind of something like that, but
I never heard that before in my life. So okay. All right.
Let's add C to that too. C.
it also works together with the touchscreen also.
Ah.
Digitizer works together with a touchscreen. So if you're fixing there's a digitizer cable. If you're fixing that cable on an iPhone, that controls the touch functionality of it and also the lighting of it as well. From my experience fixing iPhones.
So is this just an Apple thing, or is it a
No. This is
Android
not
thing?
an Apple thing. No, it's not. This is an input thing. I think it's I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, I've never heard that before. So I would just pick
Someone
something.
said 1, 3, and 5. So a device that translates analog data into a format suitable for computer processing. Someone said 3 as well, 1, 3, and 5. A component of mobile device screen that allows users to control the device with a fingertip. Yeah, that makes sense because it is touchscreen. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a type of input. That makes sense. That makes sense because it is a touchscreen capability. It does have touchscreen capability. I done phone repair, just like Louis Rossman. I done phone repair. This does make sense, kind of, for me a little bit. So.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely a touchscreen
I would probably
thing.
fail this question miserably. Just guessing. Pray to God I got that one right.
All right, so we're gonna go over the question. We're gonna go over the answers right now and see which ones are wrong, which ones are right. Let's see. I'm waiting for it to catch up on YouTube. Just give it a few seconds. All right, question number 1. Function key is correct. Which of the following laptop features allow users to overcome keyboard size restriction? Yep, this is correct.
Kevtech, I have a question. You say about function key only is about controlling the numeric number. Is that the only function?
No. I said function key has number, like the let me take my laptop out again. Give me a second. So function keys, there's an FN key, right? On the laptop itself, there's an FN key. So you press the FN key, and then the FN key enables the functionality of it, obviously. And then some of these keys have things on them. If you look at the keyboard layout, if you held function and F1 on this one, it mutes the volume. There's a mic with a slash on it, which means it's muted. If you press Fn and F2, it decreases the volume. If you press Fn and F3, it increases the volume. So that's what function key does. It's a functionality. It's a function as a shortcut on the keyboard, and then you could just press function F5 that lowers the brightness. Function F6 increases the brightness. Does that answer your question?
Oh, I see. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks.
Yep. That's what that is. And I just threw it over there. Anyway. All right. Which of the following is a type of internal hard drive used in a laptop computer? We got that right. Yeah. SSHD, magnetic disk, SSDS. Interesting. Which of the following could be used to describe the features of a solid state drive? We got that right. Relatively high device cost, lower capacity in comparison to magnetic drives. High performance. Questions are correct. What type of internal laptop hard drive combines hybrid? Yeah. Remember I told you about this, Steven?
Yeah.
The solid state hybrid drive.
Yeah.
Combination of both. We got that right.
All right.
Which of the following are characteristic features of a traditional magnetic drive? We actually got this right.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. High capacity, lower device cost, low performance. Which of the following sizes is the most common magnetic hard disk drive form used in laptops? 2.5.
Eddie got that one right.
Eddie got that one. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Which of the following are SSD form factors used in laptop computers? 1.8 and 2.5. Good job, guys. You got that one right too.
Good.
All right. Which of the following memory module form factors are used on laptop computers? SOLDIMM and MicroDIMM. We got this right. We get this correct as well. Now this one, smart card reader. Which is the function of a laptop smart card reader? Access control. We got that right.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Look at this. Due to the size restriction. Yeah, it's crazy. Due to the size restriction and compact nature of laptops, this type of storage media has become less commonly found on new laptops. Optical drive.
Yeah.
Answer correct. Not magnetic drives. Not the same thing. Remember that. Which of the type expansion card enables communication on 802.11? Wireless local area network. We got that right.
Yep.
Laptop Bluetooth module enables communication over WPAN. Correct answer. I think Raj said that one. So Raj got that right.
There you go, Raj.
It was Raj.
A type of expansion card that enables communication over a cellular network is called a WWAN card. That is correct.
Wireless area network.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Due to the compact nature of laptop devices, all laptop GPUs come in the form of a CPU integrated graphics. True or false? False. And we got this one right.
Got that right.
I think you said false, Steven.
Yeah, I think so.
Type of laptop expansion slot characterized by much smaller factor form is mini PCIe. We got that right too.
All right so far. All right, here we go. Now we got the power ones.
What type of power jack can be found on a laptop case? DC.
Yeah.
Raj got that one right.
Right.
What type of most commonly battery type for modern portable devices? Lithium. Come on now. Got that one right. Which of the following is the name of a laptop component that functions as a pointing device? Function that as a pointing device. Component. Remember that. Component. Touchpad. We got that right. We got this one wrong. Ooh.
Oh.
Which of the following hardware components is the most difficult to replace on the computer?
And what's
it was
integrated.
GPU. Oh, look at that.
Donish,
It was integrated
Are you out there, Donish? We got that one right. They got that one wrong. We got it right.
Ooh, look at that. Which of the following describes the display technology most commonly used on modern laptops? LCD. I got this one wrong. I said CRT.
I know. Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, we got this one wrong. What are the characteristics features of an OLED display? Your answer. So A is right. Lower light output brightness. That's the answer. Higher light output brightness. Your answer is wrong. Better contrast ratio and color representation. Look at that. So we got 2 wrong so far. Next question. Type of backlight technology was commonly used on modern laptop devices called LED. So yeah, I said CRT. I keep saying that. I got it wrong.
Yeah, cathode ray tubes, man. Gas freaking monitors back in the 80s.
Which of the following describes the location of a laptop Wi-Fi antenna? Remember we spoke about this?
Yes, we did.
Near the top, inside the display. That's if you do laptop break and fix, you would know that that's the answer. I do laptop break and fix, so it's like all the way in the top right hand side. It's for that. It's there for a reason. It's for communication purposes.
But actually, it wraps around the screen, though.
Yes,
so
wraps
it's
around.
all around the whole entire screen.
Yes.
Those wires go up.
Yes.
So, keep that in mind.
Honestly, I went to Best Buy to answer these questions. Oh my
Shut up, Donish.
Yeah. Which of the following describes the function of a laptop inverter? Supplies voltage to backlights. We got this right.
We got it right.
Converts DC power into AC.
All right. DC power.
Which of the following describes the function of a digitizer? We got this one right too. A device to translate analog data into formal suitable for computer processing.
You know, going back to that one with the laptop inverter, it's very interesting. So the charger that we put on our laptops converts AC into DC for the motherboard, but then that inverter takes over for the screen. The screen needs AC to run.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's very interesting how it separates the two. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I never really thought about it that way, but AC to power up the screen and then DC to actually do the actual system components. Mm-hmm. So that's very interesting. All right, go.
94%.
All right, we passed that's what we passed the first.
2 questions wrong. 90.
Bad.
Wow. Good job, guys.
Good.
Good job, guys.
It's good.
Just 25 questions for today. I don't want to go too crazy with this.
Is this
very
free?
good job. Very good job, guys. Very good job. That was fun.
Yeah, it was. It brought back horror memories of those tests.
Yeah, that was definitely fun. So just 25 questions for today, guys, and not nothing crazy. You know, I don't want to overwhelm everyone with 1,000 questions. You know, but that's that. I think everyone would have passed the exam. It was pretty good, for the most part. It was pretty good.
I mean, and the margin for error on these tests are what you can get like maybe 5 or 6 questions wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And before you missed the cutoff, and then you got to go pay the money again, take the test again. You have to wait like I don't know. You can probably take the test right away, right, Kev? I think if you have the money.
It depends on the grading too, because now it's different. Now you have simulation, so you if you get a simulation wrong, you lose a lot of points on a simulation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You lose a lot of points in the simulation.
And also another thing is the A+. They have 2 parts to it.
There's
first
2
part
exams.
Is what this question. Yeah, this is the type of the hardware related questions. Like they will ask you about this, and then they also will ask you about ports. This is another thing they never ask. Like, what's the difference between a FireWire, USB 3?
They keep saying they keep calling Steve and Jeff from Amazon. It's funny.
It's ports.
He has no hair.
Ports.
And then
ports.
And ports and then ports also. And then the second part of the A+ is all about operating system. Like how do you connect a Mac to the internet, or how do you connect Windows to the internet? How do you add users, or that kind of thing. So there's 2 parts to the A+. One is hardware, which is what we did now, and then the second one is what software, operating system, ports, like what Steven said.
I'm not good with some of the software stuff because it's Linux stuff. Like command line for Linux.
Yeah, now they add Linux also to it. That's another.
It's brutal right now.
The ports also, like how many ports must we remember? Is it the most common ports, or do we need to know all of them?
No, it's the most common ports, but it's very annoying to take because it's some ports that you don't even use in your job. You know, like it's just
never in your job unless you're a firewall guy or like Donish has to configure kind of applications. But then again, you're told the port. You're told maybe the port to actually do it. So you're told by somebody like Donish, hey, configure this application for port whatever, 56. Okay, you know, that's gonna, you know, open up the port so we can talk. The application can talk,
Mm-hmm.
you know, over the network to the server and stuff like that. So, you know.
Yeah, Kevin, anyway, your live stream videos are pretty, the previous live stream videos, you talk about the Active
Oh
Directory,
God, here we
joining,
go, Raj. Here we go, Raj, with the questions. Oh God. Oh,
joining the
God.
computer to the domain. Those are pretty good, man. What are you planning to do next? Are you doing more of that system admin kind of
Yeah,
videos?
yeah. I'm gonna do more entry level stuff on Active Directory. So
Nice.
yeah, someone was saying with a link for the exam. So if you guys want to practice this on your own, I'm gonna leave it over here in the description box and chat box. So if you want to practice it on your own, you can practice it on your own. Feel free to take the exam. I wanted to do this for everyone because we have a lot of people here, and some people are trying to take the CompTIA A+, and they don't know if they're ready yet. So if you got a 90 on this or 100, then you know you might be ready. If you do all the exams and you're doing good on them, you might be ready to take the exam. You don't know. Like you have to try, you know, see what happens.
The more you take, the more you practice with these dummy exams, they're pretty close to what you're going to get in the real world in the real exam. Just that the words may be jumbled up differently. But actually, like when I took my A+, Kevin, all that stuff, we had
that was a long time ago, though. That was when you had hair.
I know.
You know.
I mean, we had a class, so I took it over at New Horizons Business, you know, Computer Learning Centers, and we were over there, and we got a hold of some dummy tests, and we every day for like an hour or two, all of us would just pound these things left and right. After a while, we would just see one word. Oh, that's B. Oh, that's C. Oh, that's it. Whatever. We just knew what the answer was by just seeing the first word because we did them so many darn times, and by the time we walked in, we were like, yeah, this is okay. The words are a little different, but this is what it is. This is what it is. And it just becomes second nature. And once you walk out of it, you can just forget about learning. Yes, okay. You can just forget about everything that you just learned because it's all going to be washed away at some point. But that's when you start to learning more specific stuff. But you know, it's
how you doing, Philip? Philip, how you doing? You there, Philip?
Philip, are you there? Anybody?
Thank you. See you next time. Yeah, all right, Eddie.
I'm going to head out, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, Eddie. Take care. Good job on the test.
And if there's something, if you guys are hanging out tomorrow, I'll peruse around 11 a.m. Right?
Peruse.
My time.
Are you gonna do Outlook folder rules? Is that what you're gonna do? No?
I don't even know what that is.
You know what that? Come on.
Oh, Outlook outbound rules. No, I've heard of it through Donish, but I'm not that familiar with it.
Yeah, you'll see me having out of office reply tomorrow. Kevin is not in the office.
You know, I thought yesterday was Saturday. My girlfriend was like, "You dummy, it's Friday. You do your thing on Saturday." I said, "Oh, no wonder." He was like, "I'm working. What do you think?"
Someone messaged me and they're like, "Why are you not live on Saturday?" I'm like, "Where are you from?" And they're like, "From a different country." I'm like, "Oh, okay." They're like a day ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh my God, man, that's what happened." And
all right, I'll see you guys.
They say, yeah, like someone said, yes, Tim said, Eddie's rich, so it's all good, guys.
Yeah, you know, he lives out in LA, man. He got
money, he got the girl, he got the money, he's
girl.
Good.
Yes, yeah.
He got the girl, he got the money, he got the guns.
Everything, man.
He got the workout guns.
Sunshine.
I
weather all year long.
I only live in this neighborhood. I can't afford to eat in my own neighborhood. I gotta find a taco truck and get cheap food.
Truck.
Seriously.
Oh, you gotta make your own food at home, and that saves money.
I should, yeah.
Yeah, Kevtech.
Hey.
Yeah. So I got a question for you. Matter of fact, I was enjoying all of the questions and answers.
You want me to dance?
Not exactly. So I have some kind of, I always come up with this question sometimes.
Of course.
So I had this client, and this is kind of ridiculous for me. He had a Smart View plugin issue with his Excel. It's such that when he clicks on the Smart View doesn't seem to be the problem. When he clicks on it, and then what he does is he kind of like clicks on refresh and tries to run whatever he's trying to run, but then he keeps coming up with this error, which wasn't happening previously. And I didn't bother trying to do anything with the plugin simply because some other tech that had the ticket previously, I tried to do all of those uninstall, reinstall, disable, and all of those kind of things. But one thing I noticed was that when you go into the .com add-in section of his Excel options, every time you go back in there, it seems to get unchecked. And I was trying to think of all kind of things. I went on Google to try to see if it was going to give me an idea. Google kind of was pointing me in the direction of trying to like go into the registry. And
you don't gotta do anything on the registry. It's not a registry.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't
a
want to go
registry
there.
issue.
Right.
That's a Excel issue with Excel add-ins. That's not anything to do with registry.
But I mean, if you've done everything in terms of like taking it off, because when you open it in safe mode, it's opening, as should be immediately. But I mean, like I said, I didn't want to even bother with the add-in because. But do you think it might be something to do with maybe the version of the Smart View is using? But then he wasn't having that issue previously.
How was it installed?
I mean, I didn't install. I mean, it was installed. Well, we have this.
How was it? I'm asking that question specifically because when you install something like an add-in, it's gonna go to app data and it goes to the local user account and adds the add-in there. But if you run it as administrator, it might add it somewhere else. It might add it to a different folder and a different person. So how was it installed? That's what
okay. That's a question I can answer. All he told me was that he's never had issues with it since it was installed in his own profile.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't do the add-in, but then you know what? Now that you said it,
I want to know how it was installed. Do you understand my question?
Right.
Question.
Right.
That's what I want to know because I messes with it. You have to install it. There's a proper way to install the add-ins. If you don't install them properly, it causes a bunch of problems on Excel. That's what I'm asking.
So with what you're saying now, it might be that this is the part I wouldn't know if the previous tech that worked on it might have uninstalled it and then installed it back in his own under his own admin, using his own admin credentials.
But does it require local admin rights to install, or you could just install it?
If I remember, yeah, it requires some kind of admin rights, yeah. But then, like again, he's never had that issue before. Ever since it's been installed in his own name, with the local admin rights and all that. I mean, according to him, actually, that's what
I'm asking this question because it's very, very specific to add-ins. Because when you install an add-in, this is what people do. I'm gonna tell you why this causes a bunch of problems. When people, and Stephen might agree with me, may not, I don't know, the add-ins. But when you install an add-in and you do run as administrator on the local user account on the person that you logged in as, it causes a bunch of problems. Yes, it causes a lot of problems. Sometimes it causes a lot of problems with it's only specific to add-ins. I'm letting you know, only add-ins do that. If you log off the user and log in as yourself and then run the install for the computer, it installs it for everyone on the C drive. Does that make sense?
Okay, look, the last part you just said, if I log out and then log back in as
whoever the admin is.
Okay.
Because if you install it running it as the user, run as admin as the user on their computer, it causes a bunch of problems. I'm letting you know right now. I've seen add-ins disappear, uncheck, disappear, reappear again, crashes Excel, does all this crazy stuff. So you want to install it logged in as the admin of the computer and then have the user log back in again, and it should show up for him. Because when you install it on the admin level, it puts it on all the other subfolders, all the other user profiles. Does that make sense?
Right.
So I want to know, how is it installed on the computer? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah, because you cannot just install something logged in as the user, because sometimes it causes a bunch of problems. I've seen that before. Also, another thing you could check just to answer your Excel issue, are there any other add-ins that are conflicting with it?
If I remember, I know he has a couple of other add-ins, but I just didn't try to uncheck them to see if what could happen.
That's,
So I
that's
wouldn't
what
be able to answer that yet.
I'm asking that question because if you have 3 or 4 or 5 different add-ins, some add-ins don't work well with other add-ins.
Yeah,
That's why I'm asking
when
that question.
I remember seeing he has a couple, like probably like five other add-ins, but I didn't uncheck them. So yeah, now that you said that.
So
but
if you uncheck all the add-ins and just leave that one add-in, does it work? Like that's the
I've not,
question I'm asking you.
I've not done that. I've not done that because it
Yeah.
kept disappearing, so I didn't even bother with that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would do as well because I work in the hedge fund environment and CapIQ, Mechanicus, and Bloomberg don't work together with each other. So the person has to disable CapIQ in order to run Bloomberg.
So that means every time they have to use another one, they have to disable this other one, or
yeah. So but the add-in itself allows you to disable it. The add-in is still checkmark, but on the top right hand side when you click on the add-in, it's just stop it from working. You could do that.
because
You don't have to remove it. You don't have to uncheck it or anything. Literally
Mm-hmm.
on the add-in tab, you could just go there and disable the add-in temporarily. You could do that.
Right.
So, but it was a conflicting add-ins. Like if you have Bloomberg and CapIQ, they don't work well with each other. So the guy opens Excel, it crashes. He opens it again, it crashes. You open it in safe mode, it works fine. Finally opens it again, it crashes. It's because you have multiple add-ins, and some of these add-ins conflict with other add-ins. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Right. And have you also noticed this, that I don't know if you ever noticed a situation as well where in trying to install like Office Pro, for example, and the user already has Office 2010, it seems to, I've noticed that we've been having that issue a lot recently where when you still trying to install that one and then it kicks out, the Office Pro kicks out, installation kicks out the 2010 from the control panel. And sometimes it's not even installed. You have to like literally force it. I don't know if you've noticed, you've seen that before.
Yeah. When you have multiple versions of Office, it does cause a bunch of problems sometimes.
All right.
Femi, I'm looking at this thing right now. Like, does this help you at all?
Yeah, you look at the documentation too. You want to check the documentation of the installation as well.
Just like system user, it says here about installing it. I don't know what Smart View is. I never really heard of this stuff.
It's an add-in. It's an Oracle add-in that even in my job we use it. We use it in my job too.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah, we see it.
I do.
You see where it says system user administrator, no, not supported for the server platforms, blah, blah, blah. Anything on the side here that looks maybe you want me to click on?
No, it says there administrator run as SmartView would run as admins. I want to know how they installed it. That's what I want to know, because when you install something, it becomes a little tricky. That's what I want to know, Femi.
Yeah, I'll find out and I'll get back with you.
And also, I want to know if it says the user level, right? So you said if the person logs in, like you log in, does it work for you?
First of all, keep in mind okay. How do I put it? Like, it's remote work, so it's not like I'm on the system.
Like if you log in with your account, does it work on that computer?
Again, because it's remote, I wouldn't be able to like log into his own computer with the kind of remote system we're using. I wouldn't be, except I supply my own credentials to him, which I cannot do.
Is it on VPN?
Yeah, sometimes on VPN, sometimes without VPN. Yeah.
If it's on VPN, why can't you just log him off and log in as yourself? Does it not give you that option to do that?
No, we don't have it configured like that for us.
Got it.
I see what you mean now, but no, we don't. I was yeah.
If you RDP into the computer, can you do that?
No, they disabled the. They don't want us doing RDP except on certain. At least I don't have that right, except for certain devices. Like there's a kiosk that I was able to RDP into in Tennessee, but again, there's certain rights that we have to there's specific things that we can do for specific users, basically. Let me put it that way. Yeah.
Got it.
So it's kind of, sometimes it's really frustrating. There's some things I wish I could RDP into, especially especially in the case of this user, it was super like.
Yeah, Danish said to give him local admin rights and have him install it as himself temporarily, and then remove him from admin rights. That's what Danish said.
We also have this local admin admin rights app inside of our own version of software center, what we call software center, where they could click on it, and then as soon as they fill it up, and then they have to restart the computer, and as soon as it restarts, they have 24 hours local admin rights.
Got it.
Right. So usually typically that's how the user would have been able to install like SmartView in this case. And that's why I do understand all of what you're saying, but something that kind of struck me as you spoke was maybe hopefully the help desk guy that helped before the ticket was escalated to me, hopefully he didn't uninstall and then reinstall it with his own admin rights. Because suddenly the user told me, as soon as I kind of checked it back, it was giving a different error from what he had previously when the guy worked with him. So I'm thinking
you could do the other thing where basically you uninstall the whole thing, right?
Right.
You uninstall the whole thing, and then you repair Microsoft Office, and then you install it again, and it should work. You do that too. I don't recommend doing that, but that's like a last resort. Right. You could do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, you could just uninstall the whole add-in, then run a repair on Excel or the actual Office suite, and then after that, restart the computer, and then it's gonna make you restart because when you run a repair, it's gonna make you restart. Run a repair, then you install the add-in again.
And then this is other thing I'm beginning to see a lot. I don't know why it's happening like that. I mean, I do understand that our environment is a bit creepy in terms of the kind of infrastructure they have. Sometimes, I mean, a lot of times I realize that when you try to join a lot of our computers back to our domain, like a computer that got kicked off or whatever, a lot of times I'm beginning to see a situation where when you take it off the domain and change it to work group while the user is on VPN working from home, and then try to return it back to the domain immediately, and then for the user to restart the computer and then have that domain rejoin take effect. I'm beginning to see a lot of situations where it doesn't seem to work. So I'm going a longer route. What I'm beginning to do now, which still happened on Friday, is I'll take it off the domain, put it on work group, make the user restart the computer, return it back to the work group, to the domain while the user is still on VPN, and I have my admin credentials inputted, because I mean, that's the only way I'll be able to do that. And then have the user restart again, and then log back in, and then I have to check. Sometimes I'm even having to update the drivers, the network drivers, because we begin to realize that it seems that in some cases, even when you do all the right things, if you do, and this was an accidental discovery, if you don't update some of those drivers for some of these computers, it keeps telling you that it can't find the DC. So I'm like, what's really going on? Like, maybe anybody has encountered that kind of situation as well.
It depends on how your infrastructure is set up. I don't have that issue. I had a computer with someone, a network admin, a female network admin. Her computer was messed up. It fell off the domain, and our VPN allows you to log in and log off, not like the way you're set up. So I took her off the domain. I connected back to VPN. And then I rejoined the computer. I deleted it from AD and rejoined it, and it worked for me. So I don't know what issue you're having, but it worked for me. I went to put it on work group, then re-added it again, and joined it to the domain.
Immediately, right? Which is supposed to be the case.
Yeah, it's like that for me, instantly, no issues.
Yeah, I mean, we're a bit backward. I guess you're a reacher and you got more modern infrastructure.
Yeah, and it worked immediately for me. And sometimes with these things, when you remove a computer from a domain, if it's on VPN, it depends where the VPN client is located. Right. The server is located, because replication time takes a really long time. If you're doing something for a laptop or a VPN client, and the VPN is not near them, it's like another state, like 5 states away or 1,000 states away, or another country, it's going to take forever. The replication time takes a little bit of time for it to replicate across the system. Like if you're physically on the server, like live on the server, if that makes sense, it works right away. Right. But if you're not in the server, then it's going to take forever. Like for me, because our server is not in New York. Our server is somewhere else. It takes me 10 minutes to create a user account. For it to replicate on all domain controllers, it takes 10 minutes.
Oh wow!
And I already know that. I already know that from working in this job. I already know why it does that and everything. It's because the server is not located in New York. It's located somewhere else. So the replication time is like 10 minutes, and then I could create the mailbox and everything and do everything else once the account has finally been created after 10 minutes. So.
But you know, the irony in my case, especially since you mentioned this, we have like, because I don't know, I mean, you know a bit of Texas anyways. I stay in Grand Prairie, like 30 minutes from Dallas, but the company, PepsiCo itself is in Plano. And we have a server in the server room right there in Plano. And a lot of the users that we work with are in Texas. I mean, a couple are out of state, but like in the case of a lot of the users that I have these issues with, when you connect to that server, it doesn't even matter that it's here. So I'm beginning to wonder if it has something to do with heavy usage. Because I mean, sometimes we're forced to like be like, okay, you know what? Let's not use the Plano server. Let's use the one in London or the one in Richardson away from Plano or the one in Frankfurt, Germany. And I mean, sometimes it doesn't even matter that you're using the one in Plano. Sometimes it's actually so annoying. It looks like it doesn't even want to connect.
Yeah, it depends where the location of the VPN client server is located, because replication time it takes time, it's important. So it depends how it's set up, if that makes sense.
All right, so I'm going to interject here. As far as I'm confused a little bit, if somebody's working from home and you VPN in, or you're at work or whatever, or you're at home and you're on the VPN or whatever, and you connect up to their computer, if you remove it off the domain, it's not going to break the VPN. Like it's going to not let you connect back up, because now it's off the domain. And when you reboot the computer, the actual client is not going to connect up to the work network, because it's been going into a work group. It's not on the domain anymore.
Yeah, that's why you log in.
Break that connection.
You log in with a local admin account, and then you do it that way. Does that make sense?
But how is the VPN? VPN still has to connect back up to the workplace.
It depends how your environment is set up too, because you could still connect to VPN. If the VPN client is still there, your certificates and everything are set up, and it can still work off a domain. It's how your infrastructure is set up. Mine does that for some reason.
I never thought of this. I never thought of what you just said, Steven, but I never even thought of it, but mine does that as well. And I'm assuming, maybe you could say I'm wrong, Kevtech. I'm thinking it might have something to do with the fact that in addition to you, because yes, we do, at that point, we're still logging in, the user's still logging in with the local password, but I'm thinking it's also because the VPN, although will be able to still ride on your ISP, your network, all the way, and then it still gets recognized anyways. I mean, that's just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense.
If you take that computer off the domain, it's now not part of the work network.
That's a network question.
Steve,
that's a network question. That's how the
Donna,
network
are you around? Type something in, because if you break that domain, now all of a sudden that computer's going, I am no longer a part of your network. This little client this Cisco Interconnect client is going to say, I cannot contact the VPN server because you just broke me. I can't get back.
Danish just said it works because of caching. It caches it.
Really?
Caches it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I'd have to test that out at work. Maybe just get 2 laptops and break one.
You got to remember that when you log into VPN, it creates a folder or a client text on the actual Cisco AnyConnect hidden folders. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah. Well, how's it going to get back out? So in other words, if
it won't work if password is changed. But guys, it works because of caching. That's what Donnie said.
So that VPN client's smart enough to go, oh, since I'm not on a domain, I'm not on the work group domain anymore, I'm in a work group, I still have the ability with the client to go, I can connect up to the work website and reach out and say, okay, I'm part of the network still. Now I can, but how can you still remote to the actual PC? Can you still get to it if it's off the domain?
Well, not if you're using BombGuard, yes. I'm using BombGuard.
So
BombGuard
VPN
doesn't have to be on VPN or anything. You can still connect to the computer. I use BombGuard. So
well, yeah, like we can use like TeamViewer or something like that, but you still gotta something has to connect back out to the actual domain controller going, oh, he wants to rejoin back up to me and join the domain. All right. But I never really thought about that Cisco AnyConnect client or whatever VPN clients can reach back out to the work network and go, I'm connected. Okay. Now, if you want to make some now if I can remote back into you, but I thought the computer got to be on the domain. Once you take it out of the domain, it'll work. It's just like you being at home.
But you know, the other way to look at it, although I do see where you're coming from, is
thought about that, yeah.
Keep in mind, you remember there's a lot of computers that get kicked out of the domain as well. So what would one do in that situation? It's still going to go along the line of what you're saying.
But if one is kicked off the domain because it's lost its trust back out,
right?
You would be plugged in with a network with like a LAN cable, because a lot of the times we had to have people, once they lost their access to the domain, we made those people come back into the office, plug in with a wire so we can rejoin them back up to the domain. But maybe Donish knows a trick now.
Can you repeat the question again? Hey, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk too much because I lose my.
He was asking how is a computer joined? How is VPN set up for a computer to join to a domain if you take it off a domain?
Right. If you put it back into a work group, how would that client?
It won't work.
Okay, I'm right then.
It won't work. The only reason it's going to work is because you're logging in with a password that you already know. If it works once you take it out of the domain, you're not using a domain profile anymore. Okay, so the other thing is that sometimes when they say we took it off, we took the laptop off from our network, but the VPN is not connected. The only time it's going to work when the password is cached. When you change the password, it's not going to work again if it's because it's not connecting to the corporate network again. Now, Kevin is right. Some systems are set up when you turn on the machines, it connects the VPN first before hitting that log on process. Log on means it starts hitting all of the ports, all of everything after when it gets connected to your local network. So you have networking already going on in your system because as soon as you turn it on. But not many people do that. Why would you do that? Why would you put a username or password fixed in the laptop where somebody get a hold of that? Now you know that, okay, he or she can get into any machines or any network because they got a hold of something pretty big. So people are not going to do that. People are going to use a sign before logon processes. For example, Cisco AnyConnect comes with a module in an ASA. You basically install the module on ASA and you let this user restart the laptop. They get that module before the logon, meaning as soon as they open the laptop in the login screen, they get a new icon before even logging into the system. So then you can put a username and password to connect to the VPN first, and then you can use the normal login on the Windows, and it's going to prompt you for changing the password, or maybe password is expired, whatever it is from the domain level, it's going to start hitting that again.
Yeah, it has a VPN client to log in while not even being on the login page. Like literally in the login page, there's a tab on the bottom right hand side, and you can click on VPN, which is kind of cool.
Does the machine got to be on the domain, or it can be in a work group? It doesn't matter if it's in a work group.
It doesn't matter as long as a VPN can talk to your server. It doesn't
really?
matter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, the domain processes. Here's the thing: the domain processes to basically say, are you an authenticated user to log into the AD? That's what it's doing, right?
Okay.
The VPN has nothing to do with that. The VPN is basically just saying that, hey, I am available for connection. Do you want to install the client, or do you want to basically authenticate by using whatever authentication they're using? So if they were to use a domain authentication, then they will not be able to log in. Why? Because your domain is down, right? Or your domain is having an issue, right? Or you're basically, you don't know how to log into the system, but it still connects. It still connects to the VPN. It's still gonna prompt username and password because you say, hq.jobskillshare.org, my ASA, my firewall is still basically giving out that connection, right? Says, okay, what do you want me to do? Do you want to connect with me? So that process is still going to work, by the way. It's the authentication that's going to fail.
It depends on the company too.
Yeah,
depends on the company, because my company has a certificate drop down for IT purposes, for IT only, that could log in and do that. No one else could do that.
Yeah. But the thing is this, that certificate has to still connect. So we were talking about connections here, right?
Mhm.
So whether it's on work group, whether it's not on work group, it's still going to connect. Now, if you put some other extra things in your laptop, like maybe some security that has to authenticate first, and then then it lets you connect, then yeah, then it will be. But again, it doesn't matter what security you put, it still needs a connection, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which state is that laptop in, work group, domain.
So if the work group is, so if the computer, so if your laptop is in a work group, so let's say you took it, let's say you logged into the person that's sitting at, at like home, you removed it off the networks. Now it's a work group. Now you're going to rejoin it back up to the actual domain. You're going to have them reboot the laptop.
Yes.
Then the client's going to go, okay, I'm going to kick in. I'm going to talk to the actual corporate network. Now the laptop is part. Think of it this way, like being plugged in with a network cable. Now I'm part of the corporate network. Even though when you log in, you're going to log in locally and not, of course, into the actual.
Think of it as this way. So when you log into your local work group laptop, you log into your private network, right?
Right.
192.168, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you connect to the VPN, you have to first authenticate. Doesn't matter what process you use. Once you authenticate, what do you get then? You get a local network of your business or corporate. Now you're a part of that network. That is what VPN is doing, right?
Right.
So then it doesn't matter where is that domain. It has to basically be in that company, by the way, but it can be in a different areas too, but it can access. If it can access the local, if your business can access any domain, it's going to work. After that, it's just a normal local process, as long as it can get. Now, some places you can even connect to the VPN and still use a local private network of that company without even using a domain services, right? And you just won't be able to do anything. You probably can open an intranet access. Sometimes we do that. We let vendors access our network, but we don't want them to be on our AD because we don't want them. We don't want to give them that access. But we want them to open a local intranet, local websites to work on our systems. But we do want to give them a local networking. So if I have to drop a big file, I don't need to really go out and use some big, some file transferring thing like that. I can just drag and drop, or they can just go to one of my server by doing a / and grab the whole file.
Have these clients always been this sophisticated, or just in the past, like, maybe 5 years, 6, 10 years, they became this smart where they can do all this stuff now? When they first started, was it like this when you first started?
I think it's not smart. I think it's still lacking. The problem is that you look at it, Microsoft is still struggling to find a solution based on that issue that you guys are talking about. This is actually a very big issue currently happening. Why? Because the whole world went remotely and not many people were prepared to basically deal with these password expirations, domain dropping. So then Cisco came. This is why Cisco came with a solution. Cisco didn't have this solution, right? Before they came with SBL solution. But with that Cisco SBL solution, it's not working on Mac. Now we got another issue, right? So it's working on PC. So you see Microsoft is not coming with the Azure AD authentication methods. Those are more advanced, but still they are not tested. They're not tested like how it should be. It's probably going to work for some devices, but it may not work for some devices.
That's why you have company that the company has certain laptops that they give out to people. They have, and majority of the company uses Windows and they don't use Mac.
Guys, I'm sorry.
They test everything.
I gotta go. I will listen to you guys, but I can't talk much. I'm losing.
It's all right, Danish.
Thank you, man.
Bye, Danish. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Danish.
Kev, my laptop.
Yeah. So like, it depends on the company, but like I said, like that's the reason in our company we only use 2 different types of laptops, and those 2 laptops and those have the module thing to log in and log out and everything. So because we tested it, we did thorough testing before we deploy that, if that makes sense. We do all this testing before we do it.
The laptop I got for my job,
is it good?
I think it actually logs me into the VPN before I even logged in.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it actually does. I'm like, that's the first time I've seen that. So they must have set it up that way.
Yeah.
You turn the laptop on, it's already. So then you gotta go in there and disconnect if you don't want to be on the damn domain. You're like, wait a minute, I'm actually in their VPN. I want to disconnect from that so I can use it locally. You know,
I'm gonna PM you in Discord. I'm gonna show you what I have on my laptop. It has that. It has that feature. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like not today, but I'll send you.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I didn't know it could do that.
Yeah.
The Cisco AnyConnect has been it's gotten smart over the years.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Figure out issues. That's interesting.
Yeah. The Donish answered it on point, so it's good.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Hey, Philip.
And Philip? Buzz back.
Philip, are you there? Philip,
can you talk? No.
Hey, Philip's back.
Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
How are you?
Can you hear me?
We hear you a little bit.
Has her hand up.
No, I thought that was the waving, but I guess it's clapping.
Oh, you're back.
Femi, does that answer your question, Femi, on the Excel thing?
Yeah, at least the things that I didn't even think of, or I did, but I wasn't bothered about initially. But yes, it does.
That's like help desk stuff, IT support, desktop support. You know, it's just you gotta do the level 1 things first before you escalate it to level 2. You know, we don't want to be escalating things to a level 2 when you can fix it on your own. You know, it doesn't make any sense. So
yeah, I think it's even coming from because I'm like technically in between level 1 and 2. It's coming from some help desk guys, and sometimes I don't know, but yeah, you're right.
You have to do everything you possibly can and use all your resources before you escalate it to someone else. Because they're gonna, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Have you tried this? Did you do this? Did you do that? No, you didn't do that. Go do it right now. Why do you not do this? You know.
You know what's funny is that the way my place is set up, we're like basically like the ones that people throw everything at. So because the next level will be like the executive support, so there's no other place to go beyond us.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm level 1 and level 2, so like there's no in between or anything, unfortunately. So I had a weird issue with somebody, by the way, and it turns out so I had told Steven, you probably missed it in chat on Discord. I had a user that her laptop brightness kept going up. I'm not going up, kept going down. Kept going down. So the brightness would go down. So you put it up, it goes back down. Put it up, it goes back down. And I'm like, maybe it's an issue with the keyboard. And I checked the keyboard, and the keyboard is good. No issue with that. So then I maybe it's a display driver. So I went to device management, updated the display drivers. There was an update for it. So I updated it, right? That still didn't fix the issue. Then like maybe it's an issue with the battery settings and options and power settings. I changed that. Still didn't resolve the issue. I tried everything. Then after a while, I tried everything, and I figured out that the issue was the docking station. So there was a firmware update on the docking station that broke the brightness functionality on Windows 10. This is a Surface Pro. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, those docking stations sometimes are strange little.
Yeah, it's interesting. Boxes. It's very, very interesting. I've never seen that before. And for guys that are new to my channel or coming into my Discord, I do post things for my job sometimes in there. So if you want to, see that or hang out or go to Discord, just follow me on Discord. I post stuff there sometimes. And we go over resumes too, and we chat here and there. So, yeah. So it was a docking station. The damn docking station was corrupted. You would think it's a local issue, right, with the laptop? And maybe the keyboard is stuck with the brightness functionality. It wasn't. It was a docking station. I'm like, what is going on right now with this thing?
One thing too with laptops that are changing a lot is that you don't see the channels on the back of those laptops and on the bottoms for the actual docking stations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what those channels are called, but I just call them dock-like channels. Like dock-like communication channels. they're actually going away because of everything's going more outside. You plug in USB and all that. So
Yeah.
But you don't see too many where you sit in anymore, like the actual Lenovo's where you would lock in and then push them in. You don't see that too much because over at the place they have always Lenovo little square ones. I'm like, oh, you guys are using those. He goes, yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, it was a docking say, oh,
geez.
oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh,
what
my God, he's
oh
jeez.
my God.
He's coming out of his shell. Look at this.
Look at this.
Wow.
How's it going? Can you hear me?
Cool, man. Yes, we hear you.
Yeah.
All right. I just got back from the lake, so I'm super exhausted, but I'll try to contribute as much as I can.
Nice to see your face finally.
I see your face.
Video.
Yeah.
In ultra wide. Now you can see my crap over there too, you see?
See your bike? We out there biking today?
No, that's for like exercise. I have one of those station things.
Oh. Okay.
And you put any bike on it, and you just get some cardio in. That's all.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're like me. You like to work out a little bit. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're falling asleep over here. You need coffee.
Hold on.
Hey, we took an took an A+ test. We
got how did you guys do?
So we got 2 wrong and everything got right. 25 questions, 23
Very
correct,
good.
2 wrong.
Okay. Do you remember which ones were wrong? I can always watch the playback if you don't.
Yeah, I have to watch the playback.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was some goofy ones.
What are some examples of the questions, if I may ask?
So a Wi-Fi question, laptop question, touchpad, keypad, function keys, stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
You have to watch it back. Yeah, it's
yeah. It was like,
I'll check it out.
We did like pretty good though.
Everyone did pretty good in the chat and here. Everyone did pretty good answering the questions. Pretty interesting.
Nice. At some point, I had on my website. I had I don't have it anymore, but I created like it's like actual test. You pick like a multiple choice. You go to the website, and then it asks you some example IT or A+ questions, and you would just basically pick what you think the answer is, and it would tell you, yes or no, and then it gives you your score. Oh. Yeah, it gives you explanation, gives you your score at the end. Yeah.
Why did you remove that?
Sorry?
Why did you remove it from your website?
Because it was on my website that was koboman.com, and now
you
it's
switched
just
over, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now I just have cosmicnovo.com, and it was just too much work to do maintenance on all of that. And it was just like running 2 websites plus. Lazy. Yeah, well, no, it's just a lot of work.
I'm just kidding.
I'm definitely not lazy, that's for sure.
I'm just kidding.
If you guys don't know Koboman, he has a YouTube channel, and he has like IT help desk videos as well, and he does videos on resumes and stuff like that. So check out his channel. I'm still waiting for Steven to make more videos.
Yeah,
I'll get
made some. He made some.
I'll get there.
Yeah, so if you see, like, this is Koboman's channel, and he has a lot of help desk videos and IT support videos. So definitely check him out. All his videos are free, by the way. He has a lot of good content in there. So
100% free.
Anyone that's new, go and check it out. Probably don't even know he had a channel, but he does have a channel, and it does all level 1 stuff. So
31.8 thousand.
Yep, check him out.
Thank you.
How many videos do you have down?
I'll leave it in the in the chat box, the link to his channel.
Are you beating Kevin in videos? Who's winning on the video side? You were like cool.
I think Kevin's got a little bit more. I actually looked at that the other day. Sorry, I'm not dressed properly. I literally just took a shower.
No, I'm not dressed properly too. This is okay.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
But he actually has few more videos than I do.
Oh, yeah.
I have 402, maybe something like that.
Like 405 or 406.
There you go. The race is on. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Some of my videos are like old videos. It's like really old.
If I had,
when are you catching up?
I got a lot of catching up to do.
I think Danish has got like almost 1,100.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. There's a lot of videos. That's why he's always tired.
Man, I'm telling you, this week I did way too many, and every day I was just exhausted. I think I overdid it. I need to slow down actually. But yeah, because I try to do, try to do quality, you know, as best as I can, whether it's just from the information to like editing and stuff. You know, I try to make it more interesting because, I mean, I think so. You know, some of this stuff can be a bit boring. You know what I mean? Especially if you repeat the same stuff all
You
the
do
time.
help desk, and then you take care of Mickey Mouse on help desk. You know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Take
help
care of
desk,
Mickey
man.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Did I switch it up to like hardware stuff? I try to keep it fresh. As
Yeah,
much
you're
as
like
I
you're
can.
like you're like you're like, oh man, I got this ticket from Mickey Mouse.
You know, coming.
Yes.
I need you to break and fix this ticket. You know.
You know, doing the test there, the hardware is maybe something maybe you might want to do a video or two about, because some of the people were kind of off a little bit on those answers. We had to like fine tune a little bit.
Oh no, I'm gonna make another video on CompTIA A stuff. We'll do another one next week. I just wanted to see how this works. You know, I wanted to test it.
Kevtech, his new name is Fauci as well. He has those really interesting character voices that he makes up. They're really interesting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to do a Mickey Mouse one, like a Mickey Mouse cartoon character, and him talking as Mickey Mouse, doing help desk videos. That'd be kind of cool, you know.
That's just me doing those voices and characters. That's just me like experimenting, you know, just doing some like, you know, just having fun. You know
Yeah,
what I
you're
mean?
just you're like, oh, my account has been locked out. Can you unlock my account?
Actually, I didn't.
I think the ones I find more interesting are the ones where the user sounds really threatening, like real and NP stuff. Like those ones are he does a good job of those. They're really interesting though.
Yeah, you got the character dancing and everything, you know.
You guys should answer the phone like that for help.
Make him go like this.
Yeah, that's what someone calls me on my cell. I'm like, thank you for calling help desk. How can I help you?
I actually did some with where I changed the pitch of the voice. So it's just me normally talking, but like the voice is like change the pitch to make it sound like it's a different person.
Call, they're like, I'm like, how's it going? Where are you from? How's it going?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I try to recreate the actual conversation.
Yeah.
And I do all those like just improv. Everything is improv. Like there's no like double takes or that. I just go for it, and then what happens happens.
Yeah, I do different voices. And how's it going? Back in my days, music used to mean son. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Voices. You know, do the voices.
Mickey Mouse action.
The Mickey Mouse one. Yeah, that's the good one. Mickey Mouse one. And then I call like I'm from London. Then I call I'm from Dallas, and I call again as an angry lady.
I can do different accents, but I can't do different voices.
That's quite lovely.
Thank you.
There you go.
There we go.
For about a year.
Here's the voice.
There's the voice.
There's the voice. So,
Kev?
Yep.
Sorry, do you mind explaining to the people who just joined the Discord what it's about? Because I know also somebody or Duncan was asking about A+, and maybe you wanted to explain. We don't do A+, or you guys don't do A+ per se, but like
we do go over it.
Yeah.
We go over it, but we don't actually, teach that. Like I don't teach A+. I don't do that. I go over the exam question and stuff like that, but I don't actually teach A+. Like I don't have material for that.
The Discord is basically a place for you guys to share resources with us being like the newbies.
Yeah, and just share content, talk with each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, ask questions, get answers like almost immediately.
Trying to make another channel in Discord for Kuberman so he could have his cartoon character in there dancing.
That would be great.
Yeah. He's just shaking his head.
You're funny, dude. No, I'm really looking for something really trying to figure out a good way to use that type of stuff, whether, to make it more interesting. Because it's just like, with 400 videos, it's like same thing. So what happens is like this year, I'll talk about this one topic. And then next year, what's my next idea? I go back and then I look for stuff that's like something that I've done before, but I try to do it better. That's about the only thing I can do.
Mickey Mouse.
And then if I add the Mickey Mouse in there,
Yeah.
and or do those, characters or whatever it takes just to make it better,
Yeah, you have to get the Mickey Mouse character, and then you could be a Street Fighter character one day, and then the next day you could be another character. You could be a character from SpongeBob. You know what I need to do?
I actually need to do, those the ones that for the interviews, I need to figure out how to do that one. Like I can either do it live or I'm like this and just like, but I have to like really set it up where it looks like I'm the guy that's doing the interview and then dress up as the, you know, person being interviewed and do role playing, which makes it a lot harder because I would have to like do it twice, but go through, you know, those videos that I have about interview questions and answers. But I want to do it like that, but, you know, give answer as if I'm the one who's, you know, getting the job type of thing, you know, which I'm still trying to like figure out how I'm going to go about that. So maybe this is where those characters came in. Maybe one of those characters I could use or do it like that might be a little bit easier. Or me dress up, you know, in the suit. God knows I have plenty of suits and dressed, you know, ties. Man, I have like 30 ties. And like, you know, dress up, you know, like I'm the guy that's hiring people and, you know, put a polo shirt on me on the other side and and be the guy that's being interviewed. So I don't know. It might be tricky because that type of like level of role playing, pull it off so it looks natural. It's a bit more difficult than just. Go ahead.
What?
Somebody said they had an idea, or they said cool idea or something.
Oh, cool idea. Yeah. I'm waiting for Cool Man to invite me to his channel so then I can start doing Mickey Mouse voices. Just to annoy you.
Put IT and do Mickey Mouse voices.
Yeah.
I
That'll
don't
be
know.
the backup plan.
We'll have to figure something out. I don't know.
Cool Man interview with Mickey Mouse. Tell me about yourself.
I would have to write the actual script, I think, or something. I don't know. Are you good at improv? That's my question. Are you good at improv?
We'll try something. Yeah,
Improv.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's your style. The Mickey Mouse voice.
Yeah.
A little bit about my background. I worked at Disneyland for. No, you stop.
Anybody on the YouTube channel have anything? Any questions for
No,
us?
thank you. What I am Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. I changed my YouTube channel name to I am Mickey Mouse, and I do all my videos as Mickey Mouse. I changed my YouTube channel name to I am the real Mickey.
I'm the real Mickey.
So someone's asking a question actually in chat.
Okay.
I'm looking at the chat. He's asking like, should I get CCNA? And I'm like, do you have A+ and Never Plus? He does. So I wouldn't even get certifications if you already have A+ and Never Plus. I would try to get a job first. If that makes sense. I wouldn't even go for more certifications.
Yeah. So what he was saying was that he is trying to get a job, but it's rough. So he's thinking of getting, from what I understand, maybe I'm incorrect, but you can correct me, CompTIA boy. But I asked him if he knows like the actual skills or does he only have the certifications? And he just responded saying, I've set up a home lab as well as work on building PCs and such, but no experience whatsoever in a work setting.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I've seen people get A+, Never Plus, and then they do a home lab at home of Server 2016, and then they add those skills to their resume and they get a job after that. Just because someone's not calling you because you have A+, Never Plus doesn't mean you should get another certification like CCNA. That doesn't make any sense. You need to fix your resume. If no one's calling you, it's because of your resume and because you need to have real life skills on that resume. That's my advice. That's my take on it. I don't know what Steven thinks.
I would maybe agree with you, depending what his resume is like.
Yeah, it's also a resume. The resume.
Also,
is
too, I mean,
important.
you can take a perfect example. Haifa. I mean, she had an interview this week, and she doesn't have any A+ or Network
She
Plus.
don't have certifications. Yeah.
I literally don't have a single certification.
You know, and she was asked technical questions, and she kind of bombed them, but she's a very likable.
I only really bombed one.
And it comes to show you.
And you know, that's
resume. The resume.
Good.
The resume tells the story.
Important.
Yeah, you have a good resume, they will call you. She doesn't have any certifications. They called her. So, you know, like.
And hopefully on your resume, you're putting down, you're putting your creating these labs at home. Maybe download Active Directory, get your hands dirty in that a little bit. If you're doing all that stuff, put that down on your resume because you touched it, you configured it. It's no different.
You mean me?
Doing it at home.
No, I'm talking to
No.
CompTIA
Oh,
boy.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, whoever, yeah. And then, the stuff you gotta just touch and, I mean, it's hard. It is hard to get a first job if you don't have any kind of experience.
Yeah, it's just hard to get a first job, but I'm saying that it's your resume. Nothing to do with getting more certifications. Don't get more certifications. It doesn't do anything for you. You need to actually fix your resume.
Resume and personality. Like the compliments that the IT director gave me was, you have a great personality. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? And I said, I'm an extrovert and I really like communicating with people. And he said, that's great for this field. So they really, like, when they look at it, they want to work with somebody who has that personality, who's going to work with customers. This is from my understanding and what you guys have taught me for the past few months. But they want to work with somebody with a good personality. You can always teach someone technical skills, especially if it's help.
I always say that. Don't I say that?
I know.
I quote that.
Yep.
Excuse
Every
me,
video I quote
Kevin,
that.
I'm plagiarizing you, please. But no, seriously. And then most of the questions that I got were personality based. Like, it was I think we were on the phone for like half an hour, 40 minutes. And I got maybe 3 technical questions. Like, the rest were all like, how would you deal with a client? How would you deal with this? Like, what do you do this? What's your personality? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I tell people like you could learn the real life technical skills, but you cannot teach someone personality. A lot of the personality stuff, it has to do with how you are as a person in dealing with people, because you need to have customer service skills in IT. You're going to deal with people no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be there. Someone's going to show up and you have to physically help them with something, You got to know how to have empathy for the user as well,
One of the questions that he asked me was, do you prefer desk side support or admin? And my response was desk side, because I like to work with clients. So I thought that was very fitting. But I feel like admins don't really work with clients and don't work with customer service. And he was like, yep, that's a good answer.
Yeah, as an admin, like server admin.
Yeah.
Like server admin. Some server admins don't deal with people. They just do the back end stuff. That's absolutely right.
And by the way, just to add to people, whoever is getting interviewed or is applying for jobs, I know that the videos are really long, but I highly, highly recommend, I will link them in the chat now, but the 2 videos, one's from Kevtech's channel and one is from Job
it's a soft skill interview questions. Yeah, the soft skill and hard skill.
The mock interview that we did, oh my God, that completely prepared me for this. Like, honestly, if he was going based off of technical skills, he wouldn't have hired me because I froze up when he asked me technical questions. Not that I didn't know them, it's just that I froze up. But yeah, so the mock interviews that we have like on the 2 channels are fantastic. And I know they're long, but listen to all of it because there's a lot of like good tips in there that I kept remembering throughout my interview that I used.
Can I also chip in here?
No, Femi, no. You're on timeout, Femi.
No, you're not allowed.
I'm just
Where's
kidding.
Nightbot?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So and one thing I realized, and I keep going back to my experience in my previous life, and you can relate to it, Kevtech, Kubermans, Stevens, Danish, and the rest of the lot of seen it all. Anyway, so one thing I realized is that even as you guys are, or those of you that have been in this for like forever, I'm sure there's always something, especially because of the way IT is set up, and I guess as much as life, there's always going to be something new. You're probably always learning something from somewhere, even probably in some cases from someone that's probably just started or something. But anyway, the long and short of it is that even as I'm still working already in this field, I'm still relatively new, I've realized that sometimes I guess it's more of the fear of failing at interviews or whatever that's kind of like doesn't give people that are trying to get in that impetus to just keep going at it, because it's not enough to go with certifications, as I've come to realize as well, even though I'm still trying to go for more, because you could, like you said earlier when we were doing the question and answer session, you could read all you like, and maybe just 50% of it will come useful eventually on the job. It's a good thing that you have all of the knowledge from reading, but you'll be shocked when you do get there. I mean, real life situation, even away from the labs, because I'm still learning.
Yeah, and in IT, you will always be learning. I'm not telling anyone not to get certifications. You should get certifications because you should be up to date with technology. And some companies even give you incentives and they pay you more if you get more certifications. And some companies pay for your training and everything. So, but part of IT is, having real life training and real life skills, like actually having skills that you could use in your job. And I recommend always tell everyone that go ahead, build a lab at home, install a virtual box, put server 2016 in there, practice some AD stuff, some DNS stuff, the HCP stuff, do a little bit of those things. And then once you feel comfortable with those things that you're doing in the lab environment, add those skills to your resume. And then when you add those skills to your resume, it shows the hiring manager, the HR person that you know what you're doing or you know what you're talking about. And then obviously if you have to practice it enough that you could explain it, if that makes sense.
You know what's also good? Like ServiceNow, for example, and just like a whole lot of other things as well. All I did was watch videos and became familiar. I'm not saying it's as easy as that, but getting familiar with even some of the videos that I had to watch kind of helped as well. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just saying what happened with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I tell people, like you have to practice all this stuff. Once you feel comfortable with it, add it to your resume. And then when you add it to your resume, you have to be prepared to explain that because they're going to go over your resume anyway, right? So just create the labs, work on your labs, fix your resume, work on practicing at home with interview skills, practice with a loved one, practice with a family member, practice with someone to do job interviews and stuff like that. Practice in the mirror, because they're going to ask you questions and then you're going to be very uncomfortable. But obviously, if you're new to IT, if you're old in IT, or if you've been in IT for a really long time, you're always going to be nervous. No matter what, in reality, you're always going to be nervous when you go on a job interview. So that's why it's really important that you practice with other people, if that makes sense. That does help you, if that makes sense. So do you want to add that to that?
I recommend for anybody who is trying to apply for a job, if the guys, Kevtech, I don't know if Coberman would ever do this, but Kevtech, Steven, or Danish, if they ever do mock interviews, I recommend you join them for sure.
And Coolman has videos on resumes, so go to Coolman's channel. He has videos on resumes and stuff like that. So,
how? I must have missed those. Like, how do you guys do those mock interviews? Like just literally like role play, or?
No. We use a Discord channel, and then we have interview questions that we're gonna ask. Everyone has their own questions they're gonna ask the person, and then we go around everyone that's trying to answer the question. Then after I'm done answering the question, then Steven asks an IT question. Then Donish asks an IT question. And it goes all the way around and around.
Oh, that's what you guys were doing, like, I think last week, but I came in late or something like that. Or the week before that.
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago, yeah.
That must be it. No, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, yeah.
Cool. we've been doing that. It's for everyone. Like even it helps me too, because what if I have to go to a job interview, or what if I have to talk to someone? It helps everyone,
Yeah, no kidding. Like, for example, like just because I made a video like 2 years ago on interview questions and answers for like whatever, doesn't mean that I don't have to go back and actually watch it myself. I actually would have to go back and watch it myself too, because I can't remember everything. And plus, simplest things might come up that I'm just like, I don't think about this stuff. Like ports. I'm really bad at remembering ports. That to me, that's like
that's Steven's favorite.
Yeah, Steven's favorite.
There they are. He's cheating. He's got the cheat sheet.
It's super important that you practice with other people. You're always gonna be nervous, no matter what. I get nervous. I think Coolman gets nervous. I think Steven gets nervous. No matter what, if you go on a job interview, you're always gonna be nervous.
I'm nervous right now. I'm
happens.
super nervous. You see?
Yeah, it happens.
So the other thing I kept reminding myself during the interview was, well, I talk to IT professionals like every day. Like Danish is a system admin, Kevtech. Like I talk to people who work in this field all the time and I'm comfortable talking to them. Why is this guy any different? You know?
Right.
So I just kind of try to
We're all
ground
human.
yourself.
They put on their pants the same way. They go to the bathroom the same way as we do. It's all the same.
And it's a little different. It's a little
Just
different
know
for
a
me
little bit
though.
more in their heads than we do. That's all.
Different for me. If you cut me, I throw out memory chips. Different. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Steve, what's going on with those beads, man?
Yeah, it's a beads, man. You gotta get the beads. The beads.
Yeah, in the YouTube chat, they're saying that you're going to be a yogi, Steven.
Yogi. Yeah, that's just that's the reality of IT is that you have to, you're gonna be uncomfortable no matter what if you're doing job interviews. It's just
Have you guys
part
ever
of life.
had that where you applied for a job and like whoever was interviewing you is the first one who started talking and like explaining the role and stuff? Is that common?
Mm-hmm.
It can happen.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is?
for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
But
That's why I was kind of saying like last week, and you know, when somebody asked about help desk and what's like kind of the most important thing about help desk or trying to get a help desk job. And I was specifically, I took on the side of the customer service, and I was saying that like 50% of that is like 50, customer service. So a lot of times when you go for an interview, they don't necessarily ask that many like technical questions. They want to make sure that you know how to talk to the customers, how to handle customers.
And
Everything else is
mhm.
taught. Everything else is taught. You get training period and all that stuff. They train you for a certain period of time, and but they do ask technical questions sometimes, but a lot of times they don't. They just want to see if you can handle customers.
Yeah, and they will test you with technical stuff on your resume and stuff like that. But most of the time is like I want to do personality questions. I want to hire this person. I want to do personality questions. I want to see how this person interacts with me, because they're gonna interact with a customer or a user or a client. So if they're gonna interact like this with me and be mean to me, I don't want to hire this person.
You're basically the face of the company from like
you're the
IT
face of the company.
perspective.
Yeah, your first level of support. So you're the first person that they see when you're dealing with a customer.
You are in.
I hope so.
You are in. They're gonna love you to death. Your voice is so calming. You're in. Don't worry about it.
I hope so. I still have the video interview. Could you imagine if they're like, oh, peace out.
Now, with the video interview, are someone going to be on the other end, or is this something you got to like read something and then have like 5 minutes or so to say something back into the camera?
I think it's going to be like a Zoom interview type thing.
Okay, good. All right.
I think so. I mean, they didn't send me the details yet. But.
You have you're gonna be well dressed and everything, and there's gonna be no
damn,
noise.
Really?
There's gonna be no noise behind you. There's gonna be your dog not making noise or anything. You all set up for that?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do it where I usually do these.
Yeah.
Is it remote support?
I don't know if I should do it against the big windows or against like the white background. I'll show you guys 1 second. Really?
Make you stand out.
Yeah, because
like, should I do it here or over there?
You were fine there.
No, that's fine. Is there.
There's
fine there.
Okay,
just don't, wear some, get dressed up nice.
Yeah,
whatever you do,
look like a shirt on at least.
Wear professional clothes for the interview, and yeah, it's good.
Right.
Make sure there's no interference of noise with your dog or anything, because that's gonna drive the interviewer mad,
Yeah. No.
Make sure it's opposite of what I have going on. Make sure it's just like completely opposite of what I have here. So
me too.
Literally,
He's trying to hide something there. What's he trying to hide?
I literally found the webcam and I was just like this. There you go.
Speaking of dressing up properly, my second ever interview, I was so dressed up, you'd think I was going for a wedding. And my friend that was working at the job at the time, after I was done, when he came and he saw me, he was laughing so hard. It was like, what the heck is wrong with you? Like, what? I'm like, I just came prepared. I didn't even care. It was so funny.
Yeah. Overdress. There you go. That's perfect. There you go. Just put a tie on. There you go.
Yeah, just put a tie on and you're good to go.
It's going to show us how to tie a Windsor. What is that, a Windsor knot? I don't know if people even still make them anymore. Does he have his cord?
Windsor knot? That sounds so familiar.
Does
I
he have
don't
his
know
cord
what
caught in his tie? That'd be pretty funny. I think he
you're
does.
talking about. My dad has one with camels. You know what? Let me go grab it. I know it's in this house. Hold on.
Doesn't this look like in some kind of new weird fashion that just started?
Well, there you
People
go.
just wearing ties. Hey, it doesn't look too bad.
Start somewhere.
It doesn't look too bad. And see, you tug on this and you can adjust. I actually used to be a suit salesman.
We're adding some style
Really?
to Kevin's video
Yep.
today.
I used to
Color,
sell
style.
suits, you know, measure people's suits and stuff like that. Hook them up. Nice. Oh, this is like, what is this? Eiffel Towers?
Was that silk?
Oh, dude, yeah,
Was
of
that
course.
silk? Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
100%.
100%.
Eiffel Tower. And what is this one? Isn't that French too? Like these things?
I thought
Yeah.
it was like polyester or something.
It's that thing in France. And there's Eiffel Tower, I think.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that is.
I was never in France.
I'm reading a
neither.
Reddit thing right now on Reddit. It says, what did I did to get my first IT job? Demonstrate a genuine interest in technology. Home labs are a great way of doing this. It doesn't have to be complex. Looking through loads of job adverts and installing
Oh, that's cute.
installing virtual machines on Windows Server. That's what I was reading on Reddit. It's kind of cool.
Kevin, did you see this?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna have one that has like mini size icons of Steven.
A Mickey Mouse.
Tie.
Oh, okay, Steven.
The tie. I have two of them, and then one with Kugelman, one with Kugelman's face, and it has a bunch of mini Kugelmans on the tie.
I gotta put my hat on.
There you go. No, you guys need that power tie. You guys know what a power tie is? It's
No.
not this one, but it's like, it has like squares usually, and it's like very, I should bring one. You want me to bring one? I can show you. I got tons of them. Dude, when you bring a power tie, you're guaranteed to get a job.
See that, Urban? When you have bald heads like this, you can get anything you can just stick to right to it. The speaker. See that?
Oh my
No,
God.
I know exactly what you mean.
You can like walk around the house and have your head just like sing. You know? Right.
There you go.
Now getting it off is hard. Like, I get it off. It's like,
Steve, we all know that the best IT professionals are bald.
I know.
Hey,
That's a fact. No,
I'm offended. There's no hope. I just quit while I'm ahead.
sorry. I didn't mean that. I apologize.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
I am starving. I'm gonna get out of here, guys.
We at least go to 5 o'clock. Make it like 5 o'clock. You always get up at weird times.
What?
You only got 5 more minutes.
Well, it's only 3:55 here.
It's only 4:55 here in the East
4:55
Coast.
over here.
And
Oh.
it's the same time.
You guys live in the future.
No. We live in the present.
Oh, okay. If you say so, buddy.
So having technical difficulties with the tie.
Technical difficulty. It got wrapped around my thingy.
You should call help desk. They'll help you.
Up around your thingy. That could be.
Oh, I actually have a video. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to plug this, but you guys don't have this for sure on how to tie a tie.
Windsor?
Well, I just showed you like the underneath loop thing. So I don't know if I can do it.
Loop thing?
The loop thing.
That's
the easiest one.
Technical? Is that a technical term?
Like this.
Underneath
No, I don't know. I just do it. Anyways.
minutes, Kev. You can do it. Your tummy will hold on. We're saving you 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait, Kevin, aren't you supposed to get pizza today?
No, they actually cooked at home today. So I was gonna do that, but do it tomorrow.
Haifa, you're probably gonna order pizza and because places are closed, right? You order pizza. Pizza where places
Oh
are
yeah,
closed.
we're getting off early today. It'll be open.
Are you guys talking about YouTube? I'm not sure Haifa is okay. Are you guys okay with the CompTIA A exam thing? Was that fun or was it boring?
I really liked it.
Should we do more?
Oh, you mean for the pros?
No, just in general, like the CompTIA video
Oh
we
yeah,
did today.
that was so fun. I thought I was actually kind of worried that it wouldn't be, but I liked it.
Kevtech,
Yeah.
if there's one thing I'm sorry. If there's one thing I was just thinking.
You want me to dance?
Come up with.
You want me to dance for me?
Yet. No, maybe next
I'll
year.
dance right now. You want me to? I got you, bro. I got you.
Okay. So you know the way, or maybe not. You know the way they be having scenario based questions, more of it, that they're trying to confuse you even more with like 5 lines of irrelevances, and then hidden in between is what exactly they're looking for. I was wondering if you would be able to come up with more.
No, we're gonna do more mock interviews, by the way. And hopefully that answers your question.
Yes, please.
We're doing mock interviews, but IT mock interviews, not soft skills.
Oh, I'm not there then. I can only do soft skills.
IT mock
Just
interview.
kidding.
IT. I'm doing that. I'm working with that with Danish, by the way. I spoke with him already about that. So I'm just waiting for him to, you know, get a little better, and then we're gonna do it. But we're doing technical interview questions next. So I did soft skills already on here already. So now we're gonna do tech questions. But like, it's not gonna be like your typical tech questions. It's gonna be hypothetical questions if a user's having this or that. If that makes sense. So that should be very interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. And that's like for everyone. Like if you want to participate and join, I'll let you know when I set it up. But we're gonna set something up for that for everyone, so you could be more prepared in your job interviews. Just remember, guys, I have a Discord channel, so if you want, I'm on there. So Steven's there too.
If you give me 1 minute, I will link them again. In the thing.
Everyone is there. We have a bunch of people there. So if you want to join Discord, we talk back and forth. You could go ahead and join. It's absolutely free. We talk about IT stuff. We talk about resumes. We talk about LinkedIn stuff, job postings and stuff like that. We have different sections of it on the channels on Discord. So you could always come and join and talk. I'm not there 100% of the time, but I'm always looking on my Discord. So if you want to ask me something, you can ask me something there. Just come by. You know, don't be shy. Come by and we'll talk.
Don't be shy. Give it a try.
Yeah, don't be shy. Give it a try. Exactly.
Don't be shy. Stop on by.
Yeah. So we'll do day of the life of hi-fi and IT person. Just make a video on that.
Newt the Third just said, talk about cooking, or better yet, how delicious food tastes. That sounds like a perfect,
like a perfect video.
YouTube channel.
That was a perfect video.
This is pizza. This is how I eat pizza.
I actually have a couple of cooking videos on my channel too. They're like, they're hidden somewhere.
Oh, a hidden gem.
But they're actually popular. But they're there. Just a couple of them.
Nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'm hungry.
5 o'clock.
I am starving.
Look at that. He's right on time. You're so punctual.
Hopefully today was interesting. Hopefully it wasn't boring. So, Kuba was like falling asleep.
No, it was awesome. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Yeah, Kuba Man was like falling asleep. I saw Kuba Man. He's like, come on, finish this already. You guys are boring me to death.
Should we continue the party on Discord?
Yeah, we'll be on. I'll be on Discord. Yep. Be on Discord. Anyway, so I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys have a good day. Everyone in chat, like YouTube chat. Hope you guys have a good day. Happy Saturday. Have a good weekend and stay safe. I don't know if Steve wants to say anything or if wants to say anything. Cool.
Yes. Take care, guys. It was nice being with you guys. Good job on the plus.
Bye, everyone.
All right.
Femi, Philip,
Urban.
Take care. Everyone, you guys take
care.
Bye.
Thanks.
All right, you guys have a good day. I'll be on Discord, guys. I'm on Discord. So if you want to talk to me, come to Discord. All right.
Later, guys.
Later. Take care. Peace. Later.
Bye.
Bye.